Hi, this is week 19 of the Friday Night Pro League. My name is Greg Gouillart for Candlepin Bowling Network. I'm alongside Steve Kelly and Paul Grant on the call in just a moment. This is Team Exeter, featuring Mark Weber, Kai Hunt, Jeff Surette, Dave Barber, and Chris Boisvert against Jimbo, Ayotte, Austin Barnes, Dave Godwin, Joe Smith, and Tim Jalbert of Academy 2. Good evening, Steve.
Good evening, Greg.
And good evening, Paul.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Feels like the old Monday night broadcast booth. Three in the booth tonight.
Is three's a crowd? We'll find out soon enough, but teams are 5 on 5 here, 2 points to the winner of each string and 2 for total. It's as simple as that. 8 points on offer overall.
Jimbo Ayotte leads off for the number 3 seed, Academy 2. Mark Weber filling in from 1710 Augusta, Maine, followed by Kai Hunt from Newport Entertainment Center in Maine, the 1-2 leadoff bowlers. For number 2 seed Exeter, they're 1 point behind Central 3 in the standings. Central 3, 114 and 30. Exeter 113 and 31. Academy not too far behind, 99 and 45. Hingham is 4th. We'll see him next week. Hingham at number 1, Central 3, pending tonight's action. That'll be 7:30 on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network, January 24th. Jimbo Ayotte on lane number 4. Mark Weber on lane 3. Underway, first of 3 strings. 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. Ayotte, 6-time Pro Series champion, leads up the 4. Weber scooting left for 4. He's got a 6-pack. Check his ID.
We ID at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Always. Mass law. And that's a spare for Jimbo Ayotte. Weber on the 6-pack. Leaves 2.
Steve, you're too young. Greg, too young. Back when I was a child, you're like you are now. That was the old Woolworth department store chain. They call it the Woolworth shot. The 5 and 10 department store chain where everything was nickel and a dime.
Oh,
and look at that. It's a wow 10.
Speaking of the Woolworth.
That's a good value.
Hey, let's see that again. 5 and 10
No
on
wood.
the third ball.
The right side setback. Bam.
Greg with the instant replay. Ooh, I'm not worthy.
Hell yeah, we finally got it here on Candlepin Bowling Network. $10 for
You're a
Weber.
better man than I am. Jimbo on the head pin. 2-1 split. 5, 8, 4, 6. Right, sorry.
7.
17 through 1. Weber's fill is going to be another 6-pack.
Weber had a 10 box. So
Yeah, he had a 10, so not on the mark.
2 6-packs in a row. That's a 12-pack.
What are you saying, Steve?
That's a good deal.
I'm not saying anyone has a problem.
Call 1-800.
Help is available.
Speaking of, here's the step ladder for Paul. If you've never seen Candlepin Bowling, a very special welcome to you. Plays the same as big ball, except you get 3 small balls per frame, and any pins dropped on the plate stay on the plate in Candlepin alone and can be used as live wood.
Jimbo Ayotte at 10, 27 through 2. Weber picks up a 10, 2 10s to start the first of 3. Candlepin Bowling Network, do we have 4,000 subscribers now? We're on the edge of 4,000.
We were at 3,999 at last check. I imagine at some point someone has been number 4,000 as we see Kai Hunt and Austin Barnes get up here.
Our quest for 5,000.
Something like that.
Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Here's Austin Barnes, Easter Classic champion. 7. Here's Kai Hunt, one of the best young bowlers in Maine, along with Mark Weber. 1-6-10. His father here in attendance. That's a long ride, about 2 hours and 45 minutes to Newport Entertainment Center, Newport, Maine. Spare. He has a high single of 203. The current winner of the Maine APH men's handicap tournament. You can watch it on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Willard Dyer gave him a good run, but he held on to win it. Had a triple strike in the last box of the match. A triple strike in that 50th box. 100th box, I should say. Last year in Maine, at Stars and Strikes, South Park. That was actually an Archie Strike and Spare in Parsonsville, Maine. Barnes at 9. Barnes off to left. Takes down 4, maybe 5. Hunt, head pin hit, 2-1 split, 2-4, 6 right.
Drop
7 to fill, 17 through 1. Barnes, nice shot, he got it!
Nice spare by Austin Barnes.
And Hunt right behind the 6-pin, good try there. Barnes, 19 the ball through 2. On to 9, 26-2. Welcome, Steve Kelly.
Hey, Paul.
Kelly,
Great to have you along once again in the broadcast booth.
#1 seed in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Class A Northern Conference. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fun time, fun season. Great bowling across all the different houses on the tour.
We got an ACST match, in fact, in action already over on lanes 5 and 6, in fact.
ACST is everywhere, folks.
Jordan Britton, Mr. Candlepin Corn taking Robert Melanson. Here's Mr. 235, Dave Godwin, high single, 235. And there is a strike.
It's a hammer.
Jeff Surette on the nose, 2 full. Splits, well, maybe not a split. Look at this.
That's a split,
Wow,
all right.
it's 9 out of that. Look
Not
at
a
the 4-2 split. Steve, that's like he's bowling like you now, huh?
Yeah, it's like the slow strike, like Bill Olson's 12-second strike the other day at Lita Lanes.
The gentle giant, Bill Olson. Surette, ooh, just scooted left. Wants someone back.
That's the 3-pin for Jeff Surette.
He doesn't miss many.
Jeff Surette in the purple on the left on lane 3.
And same spot pretty much for a 9. You're pretty good in single pins this year, aren't you, Steve? You're doing better.
A little bit. I'd say it kind of regressed in the past couple of weeks, but every now and then. Happens to every bowler. Can't stay hot all the time.
35-week season, as Greg alluded to, this is week 19 of 35. Playoffs to follow. Coverage all year round on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and on Facebook. Dave Godwin on the crossover, 7, 6 middle, 9 left, 10 right, on a strike.
7 so far for Dave Godwin. Right side triangle in the back right corner.
Back to lane 3, here's Jeff Surette. Beautiful ball. He's crossing over for a diamond. -1, -2. Wobbling 3, rearranged in front, 9 wiggles behind.
Double pins.
Godwin for a spare off the wall. Oh, took on down. Took a moment. Spare and strike to start the match. Surette, spare. 19 of the ball through 2. Steve Kelly will call boxes 5 through 8 here in the first. Well, Greg and Steve call the second string.
We'll do it somehow.
We'll figure it out. Good team, good teammate. 2 class acts to my left. Greg Gouillart on the technology. Steve Kelly also. Doing a fabulous job as always. Here's Joe Smith. Captain of the Fenway World's Academy team 3 times in the finals. 1 in the 9. 4th bowlers here. Here's red hot Dave Barber. Spectacular last week at 1-7-10 in the Augusta, Maine. The Pro Series mixed doubles. With his wife, Allie Barber. 4 horsemen plus the 8 wobbling behind.
Now that is not a cleary, right?
It is a cleary.
It is.
It is. Yeah, the back sleeper pin is the one that always trips me up. If
See
it's
the 8 of the 9.
yeah.
It's the opposite side. Yeah. In Maine, I call it the Christy Hapworth special because she never makes that shot, she says. I tease Christy up there. She loves it. Joe Smith doinks it for a 9 to start his first of 3. 2 versus 3 tonight, a good one. Barber, nice out. He gets a 9 to match.
I'll get the standings up as soon as I get a chance here.
We'll get some of the stats throughout the evening as much as we can. We also got another match to our left, Academy 3, struggling of late, taking on Academy 1, Justin Scally's team. Dave Ochmanley, the captain for Academy 3. Dave Barber's off to the left, 1-3-7-8. The 1 falls, not a head pin officially. It is a split though.
Yes, sir.
3-7-8. 2-4-6-10 for Smith. Great bid, can't reach the right side.
Such a contrast in style as Joe Smith's steady cross lane delivery and then Dave Barber's explosive, almost backup ball delivery, left to right.
Barber takes a good try, but won't go off the speed. Scott Lightbeard tried right in lane 2 in the red shirt for Academy 3. Just made the 6-10 to the 7 for a spare. Had a little piece of wood to help. Joe Smith a 9, 2 9s to start his match for Academy 2. They won it 2 years ago. And Dave Barber gets a 10, 19 through 2. Here are the ankle bowlers. Chris Boisvert for Exeter Lanes. And Jammin Jalbert got the nickname of the Worlds when he threw a triple strike after a 43 start.
Who gave him that nickname?
I wonder.
That was up in Moncton, New Brunswick, Fairlanes, the eventual champion A+ accounting on the last box.
And we'll be there again this November in Moncton, New Brunswick camp for the World Tournament.
Defending champion is the United States team called Academy Lanes.
3-time champions, 2018, 2022, and 2024. So they can win one on the road this year. Others have something to say, like Fenway Academy and others. It's a great representation by the USA teams last year. There's Kai Hunt taking the nickname for Kai Hunt, Kai's Kingdom.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that's a good series. I didn't care for the last series, last season 5, was kind of dumb. We'll get to Kai Hunt and all these bowlers a little bit later on. Oh, what a shot for a spare. Made it worth Kai's trip.
Now that's the TV shot.
I call it the Augusta, Maine special after Mark Carrier's 1-7-10 Sports Center. You think you make the 1-7-10 regularly, Steve?
I've made it several times. In recent memory, I think I made it once with wood.
Chris Boisvert from Merrimack, New Hampshire, 121 league bowler, 128, his best year. Starts his first of 3 with a 10. We'll get an update from Greg Gouillart at the top of the order.
Though we can take a look at this one, the 1-7-10. Yeah, there was wood between the 1 and 7, but you see he plays on the right side, and Tim Jalbert gets the ball deflection.
Chris has a 200, he's done it twice, even 200 twice. High triple 491, high 5 735. Jalbert's bonus, thin of 3, 13 through 1. All right, what's Greg laughing about over there?
I'm having too much fun with this replay machine, I tell you what. I'm no Micah Imperato, but I finally got it to work on my thing.
He is just in pure bliss working that replay buffer in OBS.
Oh, the fans have been clamoring it for an eternity. I know this.
Jalbert in the same spot. Boisvert's a chance, 6 and a 10 on lane 3.
The importance of the third ball, Jalbert needs an out.
Academy Lanes Pub 125, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Boisvert spare. 18 with the ball through 2. Good effort by Jalbert. These are the 7-10 for an 8, 21 through 2. Top of the order, time for an update from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
So once we put that 8 box in here, we take a look at the scoreboard here. There you see it. It's a game of spares. Strikes are no guarantee. We saw just the one from Godwin there, but it creates that 20 box, and therefore the man who had injury bugs not that long ago is 30 through 2. I'll have standings in just a moment. Number 2 versus number 3. Exeter just 1 point behind in terms of these match points for strings in total in the standings behind Central 3.
Mark Weber now bowling at a 1-7-10 in Augusta, Maine. From bowl of all play in Belfast, Maine. Won 11 straight money matches with teammate Jeff Lapierre. Won the 8, generous leave. Here's Jimbo Ayotte. Had a spare 7 of the 10. Mark, 2 10s to start. Mark just 26 years young. How good can he get? Richard from Ellsworth, Maine. 119 league bowler, 121 his best season. And he could be a lot better than that. He knows it. Missed right that time. 195 high single, high triple 444. And a high 5 is 728. Ayotte right down the middle. Mark just got his new high 10 recently, 1344. In Easter Classic, he threw a 2376. He gets a 9 and a wiggle in the 1, 29 through 3. Mark only bowled since 2016. Parents also bowled as Jimbo gets an 8, 35 through 3. David and Laura Weber always in the running in the main APH.
Mark Weber's only substituted a few times, all with Exeter, but he's averaged over 120 in those 4 times. Jimbo Ayotte off of 369 last week.
Weber got involved with Matt Huff and Colby Carrier, who does some of the broadcasts in the main money match.
That's Mark Weber's first head pin shot of the night.
Ayotte just 3. Not a split, though.
Jim Ayotte's 2 for 2 on the head pin tonight. Or 2 for 4, excuse me.
You're doing pretty good this year in the head pin yourself.
Yeah, I'm over 50.
Weber spare.
Over 500 is a nice place to be on the head pin most of the time.
39 in the ball through 4 in the first of 3. Ayotte, good bid. 2 full. A check mark plus the 9.
The chevron.
Well, 5-pin bowlers are used to a leaf like this.
Oh, Matt Susi just got a 189.
And nice out for Ayotte. That's a great pro 9.
Nice pro 9.
40. She went 45. I think it's 44, wasn't it?
44.
Yep, 44 through 4.
44 through 4.
It should be 44.
Pro 9 for Mr. Pro Series, of course.
Hold for the potential score correction on that one, though.
Kai Hunt head pin. It's a good one, leaving just the 4-pin. Austin Barnes on a mark.
Yeah, get to watch the scoreboard here at Academy.
Yeah.
Barnes in the bonus, crossing over, left side of the head pin. Chance for another one, 3, 5, and a 10. 26 through 2, Kai Hunt. Spares 7 and 9 to start. That strike. Was that a spare? I didn't see it.
It was a spare.
I couldn't see it. Okay, spare.
On that 9 drop.
All right, so My bad. It's looking at the score correction.
We do three-way verification
Yeah,
here.
for Tim
at Candlepin
Jalbert. I know.
Bowling
I'm listening
Network.
to the score, but Tim Jalbert was off, so I was looking at that. Missed the shot.
A good system always has redundancies built in.
So the score was corrected for Ayotte down to 44 from 45 as expected.
Okay. Austin Barnes takes an 8, 34 through 3. Kai Hunt, 36 the ball through 3.
All scoring you see on screen is unofficial until
Yes.
officially confirmed, but is officially confirmed the unofficial scores.
Crossover
Officially unofficial.
3, wobbling 6, wood in between, 7 left for Kai Hunt.
Spare 7.
Second spare 7 in 3 boxes, 43 through 3. Barnes on the crossover himself. He's got the 3-9, wood in between, 10 right corner. Hunt, oh, what a shot, won't go. Hit the 7, not cooperating.
Good try.
Tonight, 3 out of 4 and back-to-back. Great effort, though.
Could have been a big moment there. The sides are equal on marks, 5-5. You see the Academy 2 side is 9 pins up, but
Barnes
Heartbreaker.
robbed himself, and Kai Hunt gets to 10. 1 pin left in the deck, 53 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network.
CBN, the place to watch the bowlers.
Austin Barnes, great pinning, 10, 4-4-4, 44 through 4.
we can take a look at why that shot
It should
didn't
be
work out there for Hunt on that 3-6-7.
It should be 44 once that score correction goes in, and it is.
Kai Hunt's only 21 years young. Incredible.
You can drink
Yes, he can. Here's Jeff Surette,
on a mark.
19 the ball. 8 powers, 7.
Tasty.
Pushing the 3 down, won't go. 4-7 left. 26 through 2 here at Academy Lanes, Club 125, Haverhill, Mass. 725 South Main Street in the Bradford section. Dave Godwin is striking a spare, 9. 39 through 2. Boy, he's feeling it early on.
And that's good to see considering his injury ailments from earlier, but 369 last week, now a 114 road average, and I have a feeling the man is starting to come back to his peak level
I always tell him, when he can get 236, 237,
because his high single is
235. Hence, Mr. 235. He gets a kick out of it. Surette, oh, what a try.
I would have played the left of that wood on the cap.
Godwin right on, spare. What a start, 3 in a row. Steve Kelly, give him some bonus money. 49 the ball through 3. Hey, Steve, you like sky bars?
I like what now?
Sky bars?
Sky bars?
You
I've
try
not,
one?
I've not heard of those.
One right there in the bag for you. I got one for Greg. One in my bag there for you.
Sky bar.
It's a chocolate bar with 4 different flavors inside.
The official chocolate bar of Candlepin Bowling
Yellow
Network.
wrapper. Go get it, Steve.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Candlepin Bowling Network is not actually sponsored, but we'd greatly appreciate it in the future.
The official,
Surette,
unofficial.
strike!
Slow moving strike.
46 plus 2 through 4.
And now 4 for 4 for Surette on the head pin for the 120 average bowler in the Friday Night Pro League.
Dave Godwin, red hot star to the head pin hit for 8 more. 6 and a 10, Wood to help.
And a blank, he's dialed in.
At a 190 pace right now, 57 through 3.
That's a good place to be. He's perfect on the head pin, 4 for 4. 6'10", Dave Godwin. Perpendicular wood on the 3, lane 3.
For 4 in a row. He needs the wood. Wow. Sharpshooter Dave Godwin. What a start. 67 the ball through 4.
That's too many replays, so I'll just do the one that came first, which was Surette's hammer. Take a look at this one. Both bowlers deal from left to right in the lane. Right there in the 1-2 pocket. Good by 10 eventually.
All the balls have mutual respect for each other. Here's Dave Barber. 19 through 2. Joe Smith for Academy 2 in the red shirt on lane 3. 2 nines to start.
Reminder, 2 match points per string and 2 for total, 8 in all.
Baba.
Beautiful ball. Look at this, the Canadian setback shot.
Thanks, Corey Smith.
Useless piece of wood, I think, to the left. Here's Joe Smith. Bouncing 8. Not a head pin hit, but 9, even better. Not a head pin hit.
Dang.
His head pin fell from behind.
But the blank is sitting like it was.
Dave just missed outside the 6, trying to go into the 5. Smith should be a slam dunk. It is fair. 28 in the ball through 3. Barber nudges it for a 9.
We'll take a look.
27, make it 20.
Should be 28.
28 through 3. We can take a look at the standings
There it
here.
is.
Central 3 in first place, just 1 match point ahead of Exeter. So that's a tie to Stringsworth. Academy 2 is 15 back off the lead. Hingham, Central 1, Metro, and 2 Academy teams, which are in action on lanes 1 and 2, Top 8 make the playoffs.
On the crossover, Barber delivers 6. 5-9 middle, corner post, 7-10. Wood rolling around. Smith Spearfill is going to be parallel. Tell me, dark shadows. Great place to go when you want to get away.
The accordion.
34 through 3. The Brumers out for the sweep. 4-7 left in the middle, 5-8.
Extensive conference for Barber on lane 4 here. 5-7, 9-10 with all that wood in front.
Too hard.
Went skee ball going with 1,500.
Yeah, the right side was looking at the 5-7. Maybe the ball deflection is 10, but that's speculative too.
Smith gets 2 of the 4. Dave from Peabody, Mass. 129 peak average for a season. Ooh, takes an 8. Slow stop there by his standards. 36 through 4. Smith wasn't there for an 8. 42 through 4. Here come the anchors.
A couple of chances for those bowlers to get a little more out of that third ball, but still Academy 2 very happy with their position. Even though that's not a true 26-pin lead, watch the smudges between total and game to keep track of the open, spares, and strikes. Yes, Nico, I am geeking out, and yes, Corey Smith, that is a setback. 5-6-10 with useless wood in front of the pair of pins. What good does it do?
Chris Boisvert, 5.
On the fill.
25 through 2 after a 10 box, spare 5. Tim Jalbert, spare 3 and 8 start. He's got the 2 to the right, 4 to the left on lane 3.
It wasn't 10 box. I was right.
Nudged it. The wood slides between somehow. Nothing taken down. Jalbert spare.
2-4. Easy as that.
31 in the ball through 4. I want to see a 2-4-6-8. Who do you appreciate? Spare.
You usually appreciate a 10 after that.
Boisvert takes one from behind for a 9. 34 through 3. Get up there from Greg Gouillart at the top of the order. Steve Kelly will call the next 4 boxes.
Tim Jalbert is a 116 road average, and Chris Boisvert 338 last week, but 2 weeks ago led his team with a 389, so seemingly just a blip.
And Steve, 4 completed boxes, not just 4 boxes, may I add, okay?
Oh, yeah. Make sure I get 4 full ones.
Boisvert pounds the head pin and gets a 7-10 goalpost lead. Jalbert right in the pocket off the wall, diamond left in the 10.
That's a 5.
A couple of puzzles here.
5 fill, 36 through 3 for Jalbert.
I like Boisvert's better.
I think so too, but does he actually have access to the 7-pin here?
He's Chris Boisvert. He has access to everything.
What a world.
Try to cap it. He does, it won't go.
Except for the 7-pin.
And right down the middle, got the 2-8 half Worcester. Tough break. 4-5-10. No wood, no luck.
No luck.
Both teams were 8-0 last week. Taking all.
9, 43 through 4. Ayotte a 7, 43 through 4. Sorry, Greg.
I always get that last word in, don't I? Let's take a look at the full scores, shall we? 2 marks up to 1 mark up is what I have down here as well. So a 23-pin advantage for Academy 2, though with an extra strike under Jeff Surette's name right now. Dave Godwin with 4 marks on the front 4, 67 through 4.
Now with the play-by-play, here is Mr. Steve Kelly, the #1 seed, Atlanta Candlepin Single Store, Northern Conference.
All right, we have Mark Weber on your left, who just threw off to the left of the head pin. That's still filled with 7. Ayotte on a 6 drop, who also was on the head pin. He beans the head pin down, leaves the 7-10-4, or 7-10-2, excuse me. Weber 1, 2, 4, slightly off the head pin. He's been having trouble finding that head pin. Leaves the head pin there. 2, 7-10.
But the one time Weber did find the head pin, he got that mark.
Ayotte 9, Weber 10. In the 5th, 56-5 for Weber, 53-5 for Ayotte. As they score corrected.
Yeah, I figure as much here.
Every once in a while we may be off by a pin or 2 just because we are doing several directions of validation against the automatic score system that they are correcting down there, as well as our own separate score system back here. That's a 7 drop for Jimbo Ayotte.
And on a cold streak on the head pin too.
If you have not seen the main ACST finals from August 1st, 2023, check out Mark Weber, Mark Carrier, a match of a lifetime or a generation. Main ACST finals August 1st, 2023 on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. You will not want to miss it. I'll tease you. 5 strings, 19 strikes combined.
Weber with a nice spare. Second spare of the match.
That Weber carrier match was worth watching to the very last box. We need main ACST back.
He's only 2 for 6 on the head pin, but he's got 2 marks. It's a 9-box for Jim Ayotte. Jim Ayotte 62 after 6, and Mark Weber 66 in a bonus after 6. Now on to Kai Hunt and Austin Barnes coming up here on Candlepin Bowling Network. Friday Night Pro League at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Exeter versus Academy 2. Austin Barnes leads off on the head pin.
Ooh.
Thin hit that became a thick hit. Kai Hunt's off to the left with another 6-pack. We ID here at Academy Lanes, where we have an awesome bar and grill. Fantastic hamburgers, if I must say so myself, so check it out.
Missed it.
Oh, Austin Barnes just misses the single, and Kai Hunt. Heartbreakers for both, no marks.
Yeah.
And Austin has half the pins in the deck, too. 5 in the deck. Looks like.
Barnes on the retry. No. Kai, yes. 9-box for Barnes, 10-box for Kai Hunt. Austin Barnes 53 after 5. Kai Hunt 63 after 5.
Hunt, like Weber, is out of the state of Maine, and both have also been substituting well. Averages 120. Barnes has been struggling recently, usually below a 110 average most of the time, even though he'll always and forever be a 20-string Easter Classic champion. So it seems as though there's still more in the tank in the Friday Night Pro League as well for him.
7-drop split for Barnes, 7-10-4. Kai Hunt not on the head pin, 6-drop, 1-3-6-8.
The critique is harsh of Barnes, but to be fair, he's getting 4 splits here already, so maybe that might be part of the reasons for the struggle. Maybe the pins just aren't giving him the time of day.
Austin Barnes has 2 pieces of wood in a T-shaped diagonal pattern to the right of the 4 and the 7 and to the left of the 10. Split them and you got it, and just like that. Spares for both of our bowlers all the while, though. Not to diminish Kai Hunt's spare.
Thanks. We're going to throw a tandem replay up here. Take a look at that 2-in-1 split go and then the 3-in-1, both using wood to perfection.
Greg's in heaven now with the instant replay.
Oh, yeah. I'm okay. It's fine. We're fine.
Liking that.
Can you do that Central 3 next Friday night with Central 3 hosting Hingham?
Oh, sure, bud, unless it randomly malfunctions. Will it? Tune in next week to the Friday Night Pro League and find out.
So we have Dave Godwin on the red on the right.
No. Dave Godwin. Yeah, sorry.
And Jeff Surette in the purple on the left. Dave Godwin on the head pin, dropping 7, dropping 8, dropping 9, will be 10. The decks of Academy Lanes often turn this into a strike, but not quite.
Dave Godwin fields of 10, 9, 8, and 9.
76 through 4. Incredible.
Surette on a strike, drops 7, 1, 3, 6. Godwin, single pin spare with wood. Home Depot down there, he takes it, another spare.
86 plus in the half.
5 marks in a row to stop the match.
Oh my Godwin.
That's a ball joke.
That's a 7 fill for Jeff Surette all the while on a strike.
Curious second ball.
Ooh, punch. Leaves a 9, takes a 9.
Better third ball, every pin counts.
So Surette's at 62 after 5. Godwin 86 and a bonus after 5.
Reminder, Academy 2 is 14 pins back, so they can't overtake Exeter in this match alone, but gaining 8 would just about cut that lead in half.
So Dave Godwin, who's turned on God mode in this game, pressing Control-Alt-Shift-C and typing in all of the cheats, he goes. And, ooh, 5 fill. Not in the head pin.
91 half.
Only the first head pin he's missed as well.
Surette on the head pin, pin still mixing, 7-drop.
Jeff's high single, by the way, is 204.
Godwin. Oh, another mark.
On the front 6.
He's perfect. Surette. 4-bagger Surette, who threw a 4-bagger in Worlds.
101, the ball through 6 for Dave Godwin. How about that?
That is tasty. Triple digits by the 6th frame, and he's not even done the 6th frame. And perfect for marks. 1 strike, 5 spares.
That was a 10 box. Let's take a look here. Too late to catch that, although I was curious about Surette's 3-pinner, why that didn't go there. Just a little too full in that 3-pin.
It's funny how it jumps into the channel, kicks a piece of wood out, but doesn't touch the 10.
And that's how it goes sometimes in Candlepin. Sometimes the wood in the channel really is your enemy in that spot, but unfortunately it's any pins on the plate and in the gutter beyond the line. Sorry, they have to stay.
All right, so that is going to be Joe Smith, correct? Yes, on the left of the head pin with a 5 drop. And Dave Barber with a, not on the head pin either, 1, 3, 7, 8, 10.
Nico, I do see you. Rest assured, I see all the chat here. Thank you all very much.
Joe Smith leaves 1 on the deck, no mark. Barber, 1, 3, 7, 8, 10 on the head pin. Pins dance around but leave 2 on the deck. No mark for either bowler. Dave Barber, only 2 head pin shots tonight. Joe Smith, only 2 head pin shots tonight.
A lot of bowls are 200s in their career. Joe Smith has a 209. Dave has a 208. The Jim in the Hall of Fame is a 206.
51 and 5 for Smith, and I believe 44 and 5 for Barber.
Yep, 22 pin advantage. Something to keep in mind here. 7 fewer pins left on the plate for Exeter, so they are clawing into this lead somewhat because of the 3rd ball pinning.
Smith, thin hit on the head pin. 7, 8, 10, 4, 5. Really light. Only kind of took out the front and mid row of the deck. He's got Home Depot on the right side. And that was, well, a head pin shot and a split 7-10 for for Dave Barber. Joe Smith, the retry, leaves he takes all but the 7. Ooh, boy. Joe Smith, 3 for 6 on the head pin with 2 splits. Dave Barber, 3 for 6 on the head pin with 4 splits. Oh, and Barber with some pinball action leaves the 7 on the deck. No mark for either bowler.
How's the 10 go on the 7 just now? What a crazy game.
What a crazy game.
It's bowling.
Dave Barber, a high triple of 401 from last week, a road average of 120, which is 9th best in the league. He had a 316 week 10 and 314 week 11, and then since then has never rolled between 361. Like from weeks 12 through 18, we're on 19.
He was awesome with the Pro Series last week in Augusta, Maine.
Almost toppling a 5-string house record.
Dave Barber, 54 and 6. Joe Smith, 60 and 6 as we move on to our anchor bowlers.
But not actually toppling a house record. Ha ha! Congratulations, Madison Riva.
And Tim Jalbert with a 9 drop on the head pin.
How about Nick Leach also with Madison Riva, one of the Maine State mixed doubles?
Setting his personal best, and that state record you just mentioned, Paul. Well, provisionally, pending approval.
26-20 was approved.
Good.
Oh, and a miss on the single with the piece of wood on the 8 pin for Tim Jalbert. That could be big. If Chris Boisvert has a difficult split of the 6 and the 7. No real helpful wood, just got to play the 6. But Chris Boisvert, I guess he was going to try to cap the wood, but he ended up just picking a stick instead. That's a 10 box, and a miss the 2nd. Get the 3rd for Tim Jalbert. Hey, I think I know the rest. You know the rest of the lyrics, Paul.
I haven't heard that tonight. What is it?
Oh, it's a little ditty from the
bygone time.
It's a little band called Paul and the Grants.
Dave Godwin. Dave, hold on, Dave. Get the microphone.
No.
Dave Godwin shouting it out loud.
That's a Paul Grant special. 2 marks aside, 21 pins.
Reset on lane 4 as the 7 pin fell down.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nick Leach, good integrity. His score sheet showed 1302 and 2624 combined. He actually had a 1298. And they still combined with 2620, so good for them.
By the way, the reason Boisvert's spare didn't go, he may not have played right enough on that wood. But
yes.
It's harsh to say, though. Because
I think he wanted to cap it and hit the sidewall and get a bounce, but he just, whatever he had drew up in the locker room just didn't work out.
Yep. Little delay here as the pin setter continues to stay down, but we'll take a score check here at this point.
Sure thing.
21 pins up is the score right now. And now the curtain seems to have come up on it, so we'll see if the bowlers resume at this point. But 2 marks aside right now. Dave Godwin, strike 10, and the spare, of course. Strike 10, spare 9, spare 8, spare 9, spare 5, and then recovers that for the spare as well. That's the sort of string he's having, and that's why Academy 2 is in front to start this string.
So I just want to give kudos. Brooke Anton Betteridge. And Jeff Lappy had the Maine State record, 25-45 for mixed doubles. They shattered that with a 26-20 Madison Riva or Nick Leach last week, Saturday night. And the Madison Riva 13-22 high 10, their new high 10, a Maine State record, eclipsing Hall of Famer Judy Bowden, now 70 years old, record of 12.94.
And it would appear we are still waiting on some lane maintenance at the moment. That's why we are just quickly just vamping here.
We'll just keep filibustering. I mean, there's so much to talk about.
Look at Dave Godwin start. 6 marks in a row, 101 on the ball from 6. Please subscribe free on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Never a charge, always free. High definition available on YouTube. Also follow us, like us on Facebook as well. Over 1,600 videos, semi-pro to Pro Action, including Steve Kelly, the #1 seed in Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. What do you got next, Steve?
I don't know. I stand here watching the pros in the Friday Night Pro League and wonder what's next for the league in general. It'd be cool to see the product grow and of course the competition and everything. So who knows? Stay tuned. Maybe we'll have some more teams pop up as we garner more interest and have some more bowlers waiting in the wings for some stuff. And oh goodness, I just watched lane 4 turn.
They're cycling everything.
It's cycling. Okay. Well, it's good to still see it still moving.
You guys weren't in a rush or anything, right? It's great to see you out there on Candlepin Bowling Network. Well, remember, we're live on Facebook and YouTube, and yes, I'm calling my own legal ID here. So make sure to check us out in both places. Like, follow on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube so that you see absolutely every single moment, including the downtime of every single match as well.
It only takes one click. So go on over to Candlepin Bowling Network and click that bell, ring that button, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, strike, comment, and subscribe for all of the action. All right. After a brief rain delay, how about that for coming out of a timeout? That's a strike.
So much for being iced.
Tim Jalbert, and a strike for Chris Boisvert.
Let's have another delay.
Nice. It's always nice when you have a pin setter injury timeout and come back with some nice strikes.
Didn't catch them both, unlucky, but you could see that one there for
Was
Boisvert.
that a fake injury, like the team has no timeouts left and they're trying to stop the clock?
Yeah, you just fake an injury. Yeah, I believe they. I think they started to crack down on that in the NFL. Well, anyways, that was 2 strikes for Chris Boisvert and Tim Jalbert. Back to top of the roster, I believe Academy 2's at 349, while Exeter is at 328. Academy 2 up by 21. That is your score update at the moment as we return to the top of the roster. Mark Weber on the right in the black, and to the left of the headpin on a fill, and I believe that is a 3 fill.
That's a 4, actually.
Is it a 3?
Yeah,
or 4?
Yeah, there's
Excuse
two.
me.
There's the 8, 5, 9 left to right and back.
The old eyes just ain't what they used to be. That's a 7 drop, meanwhile, for Jim Ayotte, leaving the 2-4-7 on lane 3.
By the way, 3,998 subscribers, 2 fingers away from 4,000 subscribers.
It is a 4 fill. Just kidding.
So tell your friends and family, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
We'll get some sticks there for an 8 box.
Ayotte with a spare. Mark Weber with a 9. Jimbo Ayotte at 72 and a bonus. Mark Weber at 79 as of box number 6. 7, excuse me.
Good.
7, excuse me.
19 pins is confirmed. Ayotte's maybe found the range again. We'll see.
Mark Weber not on the headpin, drops 8. That's a 6 fill for Jim Ayotte. Not on the headpin either.
Ooh, just one.
Weber, no mark, leaves the headpin. Ayotte to the right of the headpin. He's going to leave the 1 of the 8. The 8 pin got wobbled, but didn't fall down like a weeble.
Like a whatever you want to call it.
For the 10 box, that will be a 10 box for Mark Weber. He's at 88 in 8.
Steve Pullen put $5 for Candlepin to Cancer. You got a lemon drop on a mark.
Ayotte for the cleanup. He'll take a 10 as well. Jim Ayotte currently only 3 for 8 on the headpin with 1 split. Mark Weber is currently 2 for 8 on the headpin with 1 split. And so we're going to move on to Kai Hunt and Austin Barnes. Kai Hunt is currently only 3 for 6 on the headpin with 2 splits. Austin Barnes 5 for 6 on the headpin with 4 splits. Now it's a 8 fill for Kai Hunt with a split, and Austin Barnes all the while with a left side half wister and a 2 fill on his mark.
Significant swing there.
Hunt with a nice split of the wood into the 2 pins for a spare, double spare. Barnes, ooh, thin hit on the head pin. That's a heartbreaker right there. It's one of those balls that really was the right area, but Candlepin bowling, folks. Comes down to the decks, the houses, the physics, the temperature, all of that. Austin Barnes takes a 6 box for 71 in 7, while Kai Hunt is at 91 and a bonus in 7. A big swing there.
Take a look here.
What's really encouraging, real quick about him, he's got a really good tempo, cadence on the lanes. Doesn't get flustered, makes a bad shot, comes right back at you.
Hunt on the head pin, 8 fill. Controlled ball there.
4 marks for Hunt now.
Austin Barnes. And 3 on the head pin, thick hit, but gets the same result, a drop as well. Kai Hunt misses it all, I believe, right? Did he throw that ball already? Yes, he did. That was a fast second ball.
Yep, just missed the left of the 3-pin.
It was faster than his first ball. Barnes, ooh, off to the right. No mark for either bowler. Hunt takes a 10. Barnes for a 9 or a 10.
The in-house pedometers top out at 40 miles per hour. Kai Hunt has broken the scale.
Kai Hunt 109. Austin Barnes with a 10 is at 81 as of the 8th frame. And they're going to have to score correct that down there real quick.
So it should be 386 to 393 in the hopes
that's what I got.
1 pin missing.
That's what I got back here as well.
So Jonathan Woodrow, the lead-up bowler, dealing with a shoulder injury, out right now. Have an MRI coming soon. Eric Pelletier had shoulder surgery December 30th. December 30th, he's out for the year.
Jeff Surette.
An injured Exeter team in 2nd place.
Speedy recovery, Eric.
Jeff Surette, 5-7-10. Matt Susi special. And a split. Dave Godwin on a spare. Oh, and it's a strike on spare. It's a strike on spare for Dave Godwin, and that's yet another mark.
It's really a shame how Dave is just going through the injury bug right here. I mean, you can just tell he's struggling out there.
111
yeah,
through 6, 121 plus 2 through 7.
It's a mark perfect string so far. Holy smokes!
Surette will take a hard-fought 8 that he went to war for.
I mean, look at this. You can see how he got that 235 high single one at a time.
It's a 41 pin differential and counting.
6 pin last.
121 and a bonus for Godwin with that strike. Every box has been a mark.
Plus 2 balls so far. That pin setter didn't come set for Surette, so again, we reset lane 4 here.
Godwin is 6 for 7 on the head pin with 0 splits. Jeff Surette, 6 for 7 on the head pin with 2 splits. And yet the pin difference is 41 between those 2 bowlers. 41 and counting, actually. Surette punches hard. Spread eagle 4 pin.
Goodness gracious. I mean, 4 more splits for Exeter. Maybe they can point to that as part of the reason they're trailing right now.
Dave Godwin's to the left of the head pin. Thank goodness he's on a strike fill. That's a 4 so far.
This one's replayable when it goes.
Surette, spread eagle, and he leaves the 6 and the 10 on the deck. It was a good bid, good offer. Spread eagles are notoriously difficult to take down. Godwin, that's the end of the mark streak, and a 6 fill on the strike. As much as we wanted to see him continue, it's dramatically difficult for that to happen. That's a 10 box for Jeff Surette all the while. Still perfect. 10 box though for Dave Godwin. 137 and 8.
I mean, gentlemen are after strings of either 110 or 120 or so, but here's how Dave Godwin stays on pace for possibly pinning out a 157 with a 10 box on the 1, 4, 7, and 9.
One heck of a shot.
Coming up next, we got Dave Barber and Joe Smith. Joe Smith will be in the red shirt on your left, and Dave Barber in the purple shirt on the right, representing Exeter Bowling Lanes. He leads off first on the head pin. And we'll come to pick up the 5 pin after school. Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all just saw that, but the 5 pin definitely slid, tilted again, and then didn't fall.
Well, thankfully 9 drops are just as good in this game, but...
So Barber is looking at what used to be the 5 pin. Now it's like a 5.5 pin. He got that much of a nice tush push to the right from a piece of wood. Joe Smith's got the 4-6, 210. Barber takes that pin with great chagrin for a spare. And Smith is just a little bit off to the left of the target pin. Leaves the 2, the 6, and the 10.
You know, there's something eerie. Joe Smith was supposed to get that 400 in that last playoff match for Academy 2. He didn't get that 400 in the end, and Central 3 had that huge comeback. Since then, Joe Smith, who led the league in 400 triples. Suddenly can't get one all of a sudden, but if he refines his form, we'll see. By the way, here's why that 5-pin
Look at that.
didn't actually fall. Goodness gracious.
I throw the challenge flag on that. Oh, and Dave Barber on the head pin again. 6 drop plus, just a 6 drop. That's a 6 on the spare.
I believe you because I don't know what a flag is anymore.
Yeah, you know, I don't think the refs know either on most days. Joe Smith to the left of the head pin. 1, 5, 3, 6, 7, 9, 10. Barber, a little bit too hard on the center pin, no mark.
That was not a football play.
No, it was not. Not the play action he was looking for. No mark for Mr. Smith either, leaving 5, 7, 10.
Oh, that's right. Play action. It made a comeback.
Yeah. 8 for Barber. And a 10 question? Nope, 9 for Joe Smith. I thought maybe Academy Lanes' decks have interesting sway of the decks and pin action, and like you saw, sometimes the pins do fall, and sometimes they really, really don't.
They're livelier, absolutely, this time.
They're livelier in strange ways. It's almost, actually, you know what, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Batwell's in Concord, New Hampshire in some ways.
Joe Smith has a 117 road average. Haven't yet seen a 10-box from him in the string. We'll look for that coming up. First.
All right, so this is Chris Boisvert, 7 drop on the head pin. No split, thankfully, and that is a split, though, for Tim Jalbert. Both are on strike, so their next ball will be big. Chris Boisvert, the leader of the Reed's Ferry Athletic Association, or RFAA League at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, we just bowled last night. Runs a fine league at Leda Lanes. And Boisvert just takes an 8 on the strike. And that will put him at 71 and 6. Jalbert hopes to respond on the 6-10 for a spare. Oh, and he's right on the 10, but no mark. No mark, but it will be a 9 fill on his strike.
Can't deflect the cap really in that spot.
Boisvert will take an 8. Jalbert will take a 10. And Boisvert, I believe, is at 79 after 7, and Jalbert is at 82 after 7. Chris Boisvert is 5 for 7 on the head pin with 2 splits. Jalbert 5 for 7 on the head pin with 2 splits. That'll be Chris Boisvert on the right, slightly out of frame in the purple shirt. He's starting his approach on lane 4 at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Boisvert straight through the head pin on a 4-pin academic spread eagle, and Tim Jalbert on the head pin with a left side of Verizon checkmark, inverted. 6 drop.
25 head pins aside, interestingly, at least by my count. Steve's keeping independent count.
Yes, I figured I'd help you out there. I know you're working on upgrading your scoreboard, but mine, I also have one that does track it, so I'm just going to fill in the gaps wherever I can. Boisvert on the 10, misses everything else. Jalbert, he's off target as well, no mark for either bowler. Chris Boisvert is looking to take a 5-box or greater.
String you to the first 4 to the last 6.
Ooh, very good.
Boisvert will get a grade out for a 9, and so will Jalbert. 9 and 9, 88 and 8 for Boisvert, 91 and 8 for Jalbert.
Hey, that's my line. My turn, rather. Not my
That was a game show. What's my line?
Go for it.
All right, back to the top. You got a quick update from Greg Gouillart.
475 to 453 right now. So Dave Godwin leading the way with 7 marks right now. Kai Hunt with 4 as well, keeping Exeter in the hunt here. Plus 29 is a great string in his own right. Just Godwin is on another level right now.
No reference to Kai Hunt. Both 88 through 8. 8's a wild. 8-8-8. Jimbo Ayotte 1-2-4.
Ooh, and that's a
Bombs
strike.
away, baby! Strike for Weber!
Nice strike for Mark Weber. He was looking for that. Only 3 headpin shots tonight, but did a fantastic job. Ayotte misses his mark. Just the headpin. In case you missed it, Mark Weber just threw a strike. 10 box for Jimbo Ayotte.
Oh, we noticed. Don't you worry.
98-98 in the 9th. The only difference is Mark Weber is on a strike. Jimbo Ayotte 98 closed in the 9th.
All right, Steve Kelly will do the first 4 boxes of the second string, and Greg will do the last 6 boxes. 6 completed boxes, not 6 boxes, Greg.
Yeah.
Give him some love here.
Candlepin math. The math is mathing.
9 boxes to go on the first of 3. 2 big points on the line. 2 versus 3. No rain delay. No, not anymore.
The math is 2 bonus balls for Mark Weber.
Yes, that is correct. 98 and a bonus for Mark Weber and 98 for Ayotte.
Good number. I like that number 98.
The number 98.
My favorite two-digit number.
Ayotte. Oh, another spread eagle. Punch straight out 4-drop.
Mark Webber trying to double strike on lane 3 here at Academy Lanes, pub 125. April Mass, beautiful ball.
Oh.
He got it! Double strike, wow!
Blammo. Double strike from Mark Webber.
118 plus bonus balls to end the first.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And that just salvaged this game.
Yeah, got half the equation. Let's try and get to 108. Exeter trying to come back. They're on the doorstep, getting closer.
Yeah, 3-6-10.
And nice 10 off the eagle. 108 opening string for 6-time Pro Series.
Was I late on the replay?
Jimbo Ayotte.
Yeah, a little late on the replay. Curses.
No worries.
Pin out last.
We got you covered. He's throwing them so fast we can barely keep up, and that's what we like to see here on the Friday Night Pro League.
Oh, Webber, he can bowl 5 boxes before you throw 2, Steve.
Right?
Skip lobs it, took a little bit off.
Ooh, 5 so far on the 9th.
25 in the first double strike box, 113 through 9, 123 in a ball in the 10th. Trying to get to 1.
Next ball ends it.
All right, so 3 more, and Exeter takes the lead.
For the lead, he pushed right, gets 6 in the second double strike box.
Ooh.
Nice finish, 129, the power of the double strike from Mark Webber.
Was that the one that got away? We'll see, but Mark Webber with a massive resurgence there to make this a 1-pin string.
Quick update from Greg Gouillart.
That's the update.
You don't know the power of the double strike.
Behold!
No marks on the board, right?
Raise your microphone a bit up.
Oh, yes, certainly. Microphone logic.
I thought you said raise your glass.
I'm a little worried about the audio level, and we'll see here. Oh, close.
No
Breaks
worries.
that lemon drop. Thanks, Guy.
Lemon drop and a friend, actually. That's an extra pin down as well. So not technically a lemon drop.
Barnes just missed number 1. Hunt trying to bounce. Oh, wow! What a shot for a spare!
That's what he thinks about the lemon drop.
119 the ball in the 9th.
The lemon drop is the 4-pin or the 6-pin out in the first ball. Classically a $1, maybe $5 donation to Candlepins for Cancer. We appreciate the support. It helps families out.
5 of the marks,
Check
10
it
the
out.
double strike. Optional donation. Most are good about it.
Roll-offs at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Check it out. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. We're going to be at the house that Mark Ritchie built down in Amesbury, Massachusetts for the roll-offs for the latest Candlepins for Cancer tournament.
Barnes 10, 91 through 9. Hunt on a roll. 119 the ball for a strike. It pushes the 9 to the 6, won't go. Wood in
8.
front, 2 pieces. 8 fill, 127 through 9.
Lead change.
Another great performance by Kai Hunt. Barnes for a spare, missed right.
7 for 10 on the head pin and 4 splits for Barnes.
Hunt picks it off.
Spare.
Back to back. What's that, 6 marks?
That is 6 mark
6
string,
marks.
including a couple of pairs.
137 the ball in the 10th. Barnes off the wall, takes a 10. Disappointing start, 101.
Yep, there were about 3 opportunities Barnes could have made there, and he could have had a 120 string. Maybe next one.
The 2 table says for Exeter, 2 subs for Maine, doing their job. Mark Webber, 129. Kai Hunt, 137 the ball. 2 perfect, spread eagle, 4. Nothing wrong with the 141 opening string for Kai's Kingdom. Kai Hunt.
Apart from the fact that it loses to Dave Godwin's, LOL, but hey, what a fantastic string. And between that and Mark Webber's 129, the main connection coming through for Exeter.
6 bucks to go, no marks on the board. 526, 515. Exeter comes back to take the lead by 11.
Dave Godwin on the front, 7 marks, then a 10 box, all the pins down. The modest definition of a Candlepin perfect game, but a very important one and very satisfying for any bowler.
Thrilling finish here at Academy Lanes. Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. 2 strings after this. Goes to 235. Off to left, 7, 8, 9. Not a head pin it again.
When you're off, you're on.
I resemble that comment.
Welcome to Candlepin Bowling, where nothing makes sense.
Spoonerism, malapropism, I forget what that's called.
I think you're going to say when you're off, Paul. Godwin, crucial shot. Spare! 147 the ball in the 9th. Wow!
Surprise level 0.
Surette, good try, 2 full. And here comes Academy 2, can cut it to single digits.
Excitement level 11.
Surette.
Nice out, 9. 9's a wild, 9, 9, 9. 99 through 9. They give him a 10, it's a 9.
Should be. It should be an. I believe you should have 99 and 9. We'll see what they. We'll see what happens
We'll
there.
see here. It was 9. I didn't save the replay.
It was
though.
9. It was objectively a 9. It's up there as a 10. There we go. There's the 99.
Now it's objectively a 9.
Scoreboard is haunted here. Dave Godwin, big fill right now. Team is down by 10 to strike the tie and take the lead on the fill. Pending Surette's box.
Or it may just be one pin sensor, one camera that's slightly miscalibrated. It's hard to say for sure.
But what a great job the DeBurros have done here remodeling the last couple of years.
Yeah, Academy Lane's gorgeous as ever, but also updating with the times despite being a classic fixture of the North Shore of Massachusetts.
That one Pub 125, a great destination to go to also. High quality food, full bar, great prices, great people.
Big ball.
Godwin, the bonus 4. The lead is 6 for Exeter right now on the left. 151 through 9. Surette 9. Come on down.
That 5-pin glued to the ground once again.
These pins slide here at Academy, but every and again, one tends to get stuck.
Godwin trying to pull this off. What a shot! Wow! What a spear! Clutch! Huge!
161 and.
Thank goodness, because Surette's is easy.
Surette, bang! 109 to the ball in the 10th.
I can't wait to unwrap this replay. This is why Dave Chestercove, the vice president of the CBA, loves this lead. Watch it. 1-3 buried as one.
You may run a replay things here. Is your statute of limitations out, Greg? On replays?
No. We're not quoting this thing.
Al Johnson wants you to do it for a live show, he said.
Okay, we got you.
Ooh, and I see tubes. I see stuck tubes.
Another delay, slight delay. Quick update from Greg Gouillart.
Yeah, it's hard to tell here. Oh, now you can see it there. The pin tube is just slightly down here, but we can see the scores as they stand here. So 6 pins up for Exeter in this tense moment. And Mark's situation in the string right now is 17-16 right now. So Academy 2 has that extra mark, but Exeter has those 5 extra pins in hand and just a little bit extra on fills as well. There's been a few that have gotten away from Academy 2 and have crunched in here. Meanwhile, Exeter, I'm looking here. I mean, sure, Weber had that double strike ball get away here, but by and large, just that little bit better and might make just that little bit of difference as we go along.
Kai Hunt, that stunning 141. Dave Barber, 161 in a ball, lane 4. Trying to get to 171 with a strike on spare.
We were having a tubular time here at Academy Lanes, and now that the tubes have cleared out, we can have a regular time now. Dave Godwin.
Going for his 3rd strike of the first. 2 strings after this.
Bonus ball, Dave Godwin.
Yep, 1 ball each.
Big Phil. Big spin of 7. 168. Wow, wow, wow.
He's back.
Surette, nice ball. He gets 8. 117 first string. 4 blocks to go.
Jeff Surette's been here the whole time.
Single-digit lead for Exeter. Can they hang on? Can Academy 2 get the extra mark to push him over the top?
7 pins, 1 extra mark for Exeter. That's it. None standing for any of Barber, Boisvert, or Smith or Jalbert.
Dave Godwin went 6 for 10 on the headpin with 0 splits.
Joe Smith dropping 8, 4 in the 10. Helicopter in flight. Barber half Worcester, ouch. Hate that shot.
Smith has 4 splits in this string right now. It's a rough go of it.
Can he bounce it over? What a try. Fizzled out.
Barber needs pins now.
1 in 5 chance for a spare, almost. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network based on Class A bowls, no wood. Smith, big pin, missed it for 9. Barber gains a pin, 10, 3 blocks to go. 96 for Dave, 87 for Joe. 3 boxes left in the first of 3.
Yeah.
It's an 8-pin lead for Exeter.
And 6 of those are pinning. I mentioned the power of 10 boxes, how we need them to become more from Smith here, and now Exeter's gaining advantage mostly from that.
Pin, 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 win, win, win. Smith, 5 in the 10.
Splits do make it harder, in all fairness.
Dave gets the 4-7-8 late here in the first. A thrilling first. 2 versus 3. Number 2 leads by 8 right now.
Smith has been 5 for 10 on splits this game.
Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare in the 9th. 97 the ball for Joe Smith.
A deft touch, all it takes.
And they could perhaps take the lead in the fill. Barber 1 in the 10.
Barber 5 headpin shots and 4 splits this game.
In a second, we'll check the replay. I think Smith just touches the subject pin to the right.
Dave, field goal for an 8. It's a 6-pin lead. 7 to take the lead for Smith. 96 opening string for Dave Barber. I pity the pin's next string because he's going to punish him next time, I'm sure. Rare sub-century mark, a string for Barber.
Oh, curse you, replay.
Smith for the lead. 7. They lead by 1. 104 finish. 2 blocks to go. It's a 1-pin lead for Academy 2.
Joe Smith went 6 for 10 on the head pin with 5 splits that game.
Let's see if I can get it to work manually.
572, 571. The home team on the right, up by 1. Yep. No marks on the board. Tim Jammin Jalbert on lane 4, crossing over 9. 6-pin left up. It's gone back and forth late here in the first.
Jalbert 7 head pins in a row.
Boisvert right on the nose, too perfect. Clipped wing eagle, brutal.
Chris Boisvert 6 head pins in a row.
Jalbert for spare, he missed it.
Ooh.
You're not going to make them all.
Painful.
Maximum suspense now.
This is a tough one. Going to go 2 into 3, I would think.
But pins are so vital at this point. Boisvert has to play a little safe as well, you'd think, right?
He is. Oh, just missed it by a smidge. 2 left, 3 right.
I say as Chris makes the most aggressive try possible.
Safe is overrated.
Jalbert missed the second, make the third. A Paul Grant special. 10, 101 through 9.
This might be a good time for that pivotal 10.
2-3 goalposts, Chris Boisvert.
Gonna get at least 1. Field goal for an 8.
Go.
96 to 9. 1 box to go. It's 582 to 579. Academy 2 on the left has the lead by a field goal. Final box of the first.
So now 2 extra marks for Academy 2, and now they have the lead.
Both of our anchor bowlers 7 for 9 on the head pin tonight. 4 splits for Boisvert, 2 splits for Jalbert.
Jalbert with 5. Forstman, the king is the 5 beyond the 1. 1, 3, 6, 10 in front.
It's all attack. Boisvert needs a mark.
More than likely. That looks good, but he splits again. Decent wood between the 2, 4, 7 left, 10 right.
Steve, is that okay?
And that wood moves away slightly, making a slight edge.
I didn't like the way that spun away, did you?
A little rearranged.
Did not.
Jalbert missed.
Tried too hard.
If Jalbert misses, Boisvert can get a 10 to tie for 1 point. But you can't count on Jalbert missing here.
Boisvert's good at these. He's good at kicks.
I like that wood now behind the 2, 4.
He throws right to left, though.
Oh, it fizzled out.
Too full.
It's so difficult from that angle, isn't it?
Wood got in the way. Now Jalbert needs 1 pin to clinch the string, and then Chris would need a 10.
Off that.
If Jalbert misses this completely, we need a 10 to tie. And Jalbert clinches it with an 8. 109 opening string. Boisvert a 7. What a finish for the match in the first. 103. Disappointing string for Chris Boisvert. 590 to 586. Academy 2 wins it by 4. 2 strings left.
Yep. Yes. 4 pins.
Steve Keller called next 4 boxes. Greg will do the final 6.
You could feel the impact of that clinching pin from Tim Jalbert there. A bit of an earthquake there. Apologies. 590 to 586. Dave Godwin on 9-mark string. 168 to catapult Academy 2 going into this string 2. No intermission, Skelly. Let's launch right into it.
In a 163, they lose.
How about that?
Mark Weber on your right in the black, and Jimbo Ayotte in the red on your left. Mark Weber leads off. To the left of the head pin, drops 5. That's the 1, 3, 6, 8, 10. And Jimbo Ayotte on the head pin on the 1-3 pocket, drops 6. Diamond left. That is the 2, 4, 5, 8 for those keeping score at home. And Mark Weber is off to the right, takes 2, leaves 3. Wood still mixing, 1, 3, 8. And on the diamond, Jim Ayotte makes it spare. 7 box or greater for Mark Weber. And he'll take the 3-pin is thinking about it, and it's going to be a 9 as he resets.
Let's pause 10.2 seconds for station identification from Greg Gouillart.
Hi, this is Greg Gouillart. I'm alongside Steve Kelly and alongside Paul Grant on Candlepin Bowling Network. Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Please like that video by hitting the thumbs up button if you're logged into the platform you're watching on. We'll greatly appreciate your support just by watching.
Mark Weber on lane 4 on the head pin with a split and a 6 drop. Looked better than it actually ended up being. That's the 7-5-6-3. Jim Ayotte on a spare on the head pin, and he drops 9. leaving the 4 pin on the deck for 9 fill, 19 after 1. Weber right side triangle on the 7, leaves the 5.
Holy smokes, what a bid on that.
That was a good, yeah, it was the right idea. I wouldn't have done it any differently. Jim Ayotte will take a spare on spare for 29 and a bonus after 2.
Mr. Spare fill about 6.5.
Mr. Mark Weber on the 5 pin for a 10 box, and he'll punch that right in the face for 19 after 2. Mark Weber, 5 for 12 on the head pin tonight with 2 splits, and Jim Ayotte, 6 for 12 on the head pin with 2 splits. 6 strikes, 2 no, sorry, just kidding. I read the wrong number. Kai Hunt, meanwhile, 2 pin spread eagle. That's a slightly more obscure, but twice as frustrating. And Austin Barnes on the head pin. Pins are still mixing, 7-10 split. Kai Hunt picks the right side of the official bird of the United States and only takes a few out, leaves the rest of the roadkill on the deck on lane 4.
Yeah, the United States only recently made that official.
Sure did.
It's like, it's a fish now.
Yeah. Austin Barnes on the 7-10 split, and he splits the wood to take the split to get a spare, and that's an 8 box for Kai Hunt, a hard-fought 8.
An important starting spare for Austin Barnes.
Austin Barnes currently 8 for 9 on the head pin with 5 splits. Kai Hunt 8 for 11 on the head pin with 5 splits. Kai Hunt 7 for 11 on the head pin with 4 splits. Hunt on the head pin, a drop. No split, 6-10. Barnes on a fill.
Head pin accuracy between the teams still continues to be about level.
To the left of the head pin, Barnes is. Pin still mixing, 7. It'll be a 7. And Kai Hunt just misses his layup opportunity on the 6-10, way off to the left. Barnes too full in the head pin, doesn't even take the 3, it wiggles. Hunt will take one more out for a 9. Left an opportunity on the table there. Barnes on the 3-4. For a 10 box, 8 box guarantee, will be a 9, split the difference. That's 26 after 2 for Barnes and 17 after 2 for Hunt.
Nico, we got our 4,000 subscribers. All right. Well, thank you very much, including anyone who may have heeded the call just now. 4,000 subscribers. This Fuller made a 510.
I believe the youngsters call it caught in 4K. And I believe that's what we just achieved.
I think we did. I think that's a good thing. Well,
I've watched enough Instagram Gen Z brain rot to know. Anyways, Jeff Surette to the left of the head pin gets a chunk of pins out.
Brain rot, like a meme trash, in other words.
Skibbity Fortnite Toilet Ohio Riz. And to the right of the head pin, Dave Godwin.
Wow, that was a speed run and a half.
Right?
All right.
Surette, pin still mixing on the mark, but he's not going to get it.
That's the one Godwin blew up a moment ago on this very lane. Now how about this 5-1, which seems quite similar, if I may say so.
Godwin. Ooh, spare for Godwin. Am I surprised? Not in the slightest, but just excited. 8 box for Jeff Surette.
I wonder if I hit the replay button too soon and it even catches the end of that.
We'll find out. Bink. It takes a couple of seconds to go. Well, long story short, the 7-pin went eventually. Surette on lane 4 on the head pin. Thick-ish hit. Not thick enough. That's a split. 6 drop.
So weird how sometimes it clips at that length and sometimes it doesn't. I'll have to figure that out.
Godwin to the left of the head pin. 6 fill.
It's a soft launch of instant replay, to be sure.
Surette still... he's got a workshop down there. He's got the 3-4-7, no mark. Godwin, that's another mark for Godwin.
He's still just devouring these.
It's like the first string never ended. Surette takes an 8. 2 8s in a row, 16 after 2. Godwin, 26 and a bonus after 2. Jeff Surette, 9 for 12 on the head pin with 4 splits. Dave Godwin, 6 for 12 on the head pin with 0 splits.
I'm going to change this here. Getting a little old to not have this every single time.
That'll be Dave Barber on your right in the purple and Joe Smith in the red on your left. Dave Barber just slightly... well, now he's in frame. In frame, out of frame, he's on the right. He's on lane 4.
I can fix that.
Yeah, just pan over a little bit. Barber on the head pin on a 6-drop split. 7-pin wiggles.
I think that gets there.
Joe Smith, a right to center direct shot down the head pin with a split of his own and an 8-drop.
Nico had it on 10 seconds and now moved it down to 7. Here's hoping.
Surette leaves the 5 and the 7, no mark. I mean, not Surette, Barber, excuse me. Joe Smith will take his split down for a spare. And that will be Dave Barber with an 8-box, leaving the 5-7 on the table. Dave Barber, 6 for 11 on the head pin with 5 splits. Joe Smith, 7 for 11 on the head pin with 6 splits. Relatively even head pin and split statistics between our two bowlers in this matchup.
Yeah. Dave Barber with the 9th best average in the league with an average of 120. Surette also has 120 and is currently 8th best in the league.
Barber to the left of the head pin but gets a decent mix of 7, 1-3-7. Joe Smith on a mark on a spare. Bouncy ball to the left of the head pin off target, 5 on the spare. No head pin shot for either bowler this frame. One more pin goes down for Barber on the 3, leaves the 1 and the 7. Joe Smith misses his mark, leaves the 10. Barber punches the head pin a little bit too much for a 9-box. Smith will clean up for a 10. Wins the box, 10-9.
There's that 10 box. All right, Smith is dialed in now.
Every pin counts, as we always say in Worlds. It doesn't matter if you don't get a mark. Say you get a 9 and your opponent gets a 6. That's just as good as a spare and a mark in some cases. As my good friend Johnny Blaze once told me during the Worlds in November 2024 at Lido Lanes.
Didn't update it before, but now we got two match points to see at the top of your screen for Academy 2 for winning that first string.
Chris Boisvert's on the head pin in the purple shirt, dropping 8 on the head pin. Leaves the 2 and the 5, and the 1-8-9 incident occurs for Tim Jalbert. Takes the 1-8-9. It's technically not a split, but he was on the head pin.
Is there a nuanced difference between incident and accident, I suppose?
Yeah. Either or. You technically caused it, and you technically didn't cause it. Chris Boisvert with the spare all the while.
As Florence Greenleaf would say, who threw the ball?
So that was Tim Jalbert unsuccessfully trying to convert the 1-8-9 incident into a spare. We saw Keith Beaupre convert that a couple of months ago here at Academy Lanes, I think on the same lanes for all that matter. Tim Jalbert will at least clean it up for a 10-box. 10 after 1 for Jalbert, 10 and a bonus after 1 for Boisvert.
All right, let's see now. There we go. And you can see the head. It's full on the head pin, a little bit on the right side, and there you go. 1-8-9 punched out.
Wha-bam. Chris Boisvert, 9 for 11 on the head pin with 5 splits. Tim Jalbert, 8 for 11 on the head pin with 2 splits. Boisvert with a 6 drop and a 6 fill. Not on the head pin, 4 horseman left side. Tim Jalbert with a strike. Oh my goodness. Looked away for a second, missed the action. That's a strike for Tim Jalbert on the head pin.
I got you, bud. 5 into the 8, you'll see.
Let's see that again.
Yep.
And Boisvert will just attempt to take the spare, but he'll leave the head pin as he was off target.
Important pins, though. In the end, Exeter knocked down literally just one more pin than Academy 2 in that whole string, so pinning ended up leveling out.
Boisvert on the 10, or on the head pin for a 10. That he gets his 10, 26 after 2. Tim Jalbert, 20 and a bonus after 2. Our bowlers trading marks in the second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. The 5 goes, and the 8 goes. There you go. Instant replay. Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome. Oh, I have to do this part. Sorry, Paul isn't keeping me straight here.
Go right ahead.
126-95, 31 pin advantage. That's officially confirmed. 3
Yes.
extra spares for Academy 2. This one's starting out a bit more lopsided.
Yes, and that's what I got back here on my independent score sheet as well. And Jim Ayotte, ooh boy, that's a 4 fill, not on the head pin at all.
Okay, so 1 fill gets cut down to about half size here, but still significant advantage.
Mark Webber in the black on the left on lane 3. He's also off target off the head pin, drops a few, leaves a few.
Turns a 7-mark advantage to 5.5 to 6.5 to 1, basically.
Ayotte still a working box. Not much to say about that. Mark Webber, similar story. No mark for either bowler.
I'm going to have to replay that one to figure out. I know I'm replay happy here, but I seriously am trying to figure out why that didn't go.
7-box Jim Ayotte, 40 after 3. Webber takes the 3-6 for a 10 and goes 29 after 3 for Mark Webber. Mark Webber, talking about Mark Webber, after 13 boxes, he has 5 head pin shots and 2 splits. Jim Ayotte, 6 for 13 on the head pin with 2 splits. Our opening bowler is just having a little bit of trouble finding that head pin tonight.
So it got stopped up a little bit by the wood there, and the ball just deflected away for Webber. That's why his spare got foiled.
That tracks. And Ayotte with a Thick, medium hit on the head pin with a split 7-10-4-5.
He throws left to right. That's a crossover hit, and it leaves a king.
Weber kind of accelerated on the speed there, but it didn't really do much for him. He collides with the head pin, but he's got the 7-10-4-6-2 to deal with.
Common misconception. 1 pin is the head pin, 5 pin is the king pin.
Correct. And Ayotte, nothing doing there. Takes the 7, leaves everything else. Weber. Oh, he wanted to get some semblance of a pretty shot, but he leaves the 2 and the 6 on the deck.
No, I don't do a highlight reel, unfortunately. I can't. Mike Imperato gets 1 up on me always.
I've gotten into the business of making those recently as well. Jim Ayotte takes an 8 after 4.
Yeah, Skelly's a tech whiz as well, folks.
I tend to be.
Don't sleep on him. I'm an accountant.
I do IT by day and bowling by night. Most nights.
That should have been a 9-box for Weber, and it is 38-4.
Yes, 38-48. Is that what we got? Yes, we do. Correct. That's Austin Barnes on your right. He's off. He's not on target. He drops 7 though. It leaves the 1-9-10. Kai Hunt on the head pin and gets a mix of 7. I think Austin Barnes really got the better of the 2.
Another piece of wood joined the party late. We'll see if that actually can plow through. If he gets the head pin full, maybe.
Oh, well, it starts with hitting it.
Yeah.
Or at least for Austin Barnes. Kai Hunt on the 3-7-10. Split that wood. Oh, yep. Again, starts with hitting it.
Well, Kai Hunt 3 for 3 on the head pin. He's got that bit down pat.
Barnes will miss his target again for an 8. Kai Hunt will take a 7. That's 24 after 3 for Hunt and 34 after 3 for Barnes.
I mentioned Austin Barnes at an Easter Classic champion, the most recent one. That's an annual 20-game one-day tournament at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. And he is only one of 2 gentlemen to ever throw a 200 string. He threw 203, John Zernicke's 211, the only one higher.
It's a spread eagle for Austin Barnes and a 9 drop. 10 pin is all that's left for Kai Hunt. The bird on lane 4, 4-pin spread eagle, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10 for Austin Barnes. Second ball is the same as the first, sails right through the void, and the void stares back. Kai Hunt on the 10-pin single pin spare. He takes it. That's a mark for Kai Hunt.
PSA, if the void stares back, you might own a cat.
Schrodinger. Barnes trying to make something out of this. Takes 2 more for a 6-box, a rough 6-box. That's a big advantage for Kai Hunt with that spare plus.
Splits are so harsh in Candlepin. You just set you back and you have to pin that much harder with accurate second and third balls. Unfortunately, just not there, and you get stuck with the 6.
Well, anyways, to be continued in that pivotal matchup. We'll come back to that later. Anyways, we got Dave Godwin in the red on your right on lane 4, and we have Jeff Surette in the purple on the left on lane 3 here at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
But the other guy missed the head pin 3 times and he got a 9. It's not fair. Stop whining.
Yeah. Life's not fair, kid. Dave Godwin.
That's why we bowl 3 strings. It averages out, kid.
Godwin, the left of the head pin still mixes. He drops 7, fills 7. 33 after 2. Surette. 4-bagger Surette to the left of the head pin. Mixes 7, 1, 3, 6.
Yeah, just hung up a little too long in Jeff's hand there. Only just.
Yep, been there. Just something just doesn't go right on the release. Dave Godwin. Oh, no. Just oddly, it was the right shot, and he was right on target, but the pin just bounced off the sidewall a little bit too early and too much into the front. Didn't take the 7.
And there was wood behind there. I didn't hit the button fast enough this time, but I think it ruined the shot because it deflected the action away.
Yeah, I think I saw that, though. I eyeballed it. Jeff Surette was, again, on target as well, but 2 full leaves the 6. Godwin.
Same story?
Godwin with a 10. He's still perfect after a game point 3. That's 43 after 3 for Godwin. Surette on the 6. He'll take the 6 for a 10 box for 26 after 3.
Replaying this to try and figure out why Surette's 3-pinner didn't go there. And he seems to get on the 1-3 okay.
Yep.
Just too full on it.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I want to say, just 2 straight back. He did get some sidewall action, but it happened either way too late or way too early. I think that was what happened there.
Bonus look of dismay as well.
Dave Godwin on the head pin, 7 drop splits. 4, 8, 10.
Honestly, I still might need to watch that back a few more times to really understand that one. If you understand the physics engine, please do right.
Oh, and Jeff Surette, speaking to physics engines, drops 9, leaves the 10. Similar to Kai Hunt's spare just a few moments ago. Dave Godwin currently with a 100% perfect box percentage. That's an ACST stat for you right there.
i.e. 10 spare or strike.
Oh! So, you know.
Just stuff like the 4-8-10. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Easy.
Left side, just cartwheeling it off sort of the front of the 8-pin as well, and that's how you get that to go.
Easy game. Easy game. GG easy. No re.
Oh, 53 in a ball through 4 for Godwin.
Goodness.
36 in a ball for Surette with his spare.
And that's Joe Smith, meanwhile, with a 5-7 split on his opening pitch. Dave Barber to the left of the head pin, drops 5. 1-3-7, 9-10. Excuse me. Yes, that is 5. Can't count right now. Joe Smith off target. No mark.
Not quite far over to the 5-pin.
Oh, and Barber, will he get the kickback and the steal? He'll get the steal for a spare. Dave Barber. Dave Barber 6 for 13 on the head pin with 5 splits. Joe Smith 8 for 7 on the head pin.
The illegal block in the back, as Paul puts it. You see it here.
Smith with a 10 box, 35 after 3. Excuse me, 8 for 13 on the head pin with 7 splits for Joe Smith. And that seems like a high number. I feel like he might be one of the leaders of the splits tonight.
Surely it has to be.
7 drop for Joe Smith.
The problem of a softer ball maybe, but it's worked wonders for him at this very house with this very team before. So it's a little perplexing that suddenly the off switch has been hit.
7 fill for Barber, 34 after 3. And Smith, there's a mark for Smith. Runs it down, nice and easy. Barber, Hulk smash on the 3 for a spare, 44 and a bonus.
Important one because you have to keep these marks even here. 28 pins for Academy 2. Question of fills as well. These marks have to be loaded up, so we'll see if that lead holds one way or another. But right now, Academy 2, the home team, in the driver's seat here in Haverhill.
That's Tim Jalbert in the red on your right, and Chris Boisvert in the purple, representing Exeter Bowling Lanes on your left, the visiting team tonight. Tim Jalbert on the head pin will be a strike. All the pins were touched. All the pins wiggled. 7-pin stays, no mark. No double. But a great opening fill. And Boisvert, he's off target, gets a mix of 6. 1, 3, 7, 8. Jalbert. Oh, and he's on the single. He's just to the left of the 7. That'll be a 9 on the strike.
Tim's had a few of those.
Sometimes the pressure gets to you.
Not his usual self.
That'll be no mark for Boisvert either. 10 box, missed the second, get the third for Tim Jalbert.
But it is all the pins. That's what you want out of your anchor bowler, just rock solid bowling.
And Chris Boisvert will take a 7 for 33 after 3. Tim Jalbert 39 after 3. One box remaining before we go to the top of the roster and give you a nice, shiny, tasty score update.
Delicious. It's not edible, unlike most of the things Paul mentions on the air.
I know. I wish it was, but it just isn't.
Alas.
Oh, and so that's for Tim Jalbert. That's not a headpin shot, but that is a split. He got a mix to take out the headpin later on. The rare situation where it's not a headpin shot, but it is a split. Boisvert on the headpin, and he will get a mix of 8, 6, 10.
There are those out there who will say splits isn't really a Candlepin term because you've got the wood, just use it well. I mean, if it's a spread eagle, then you pretty much got a split there. But we always base splits on the standing pins, much like 10-pin would, although you've got parallel pins as well to worry about as well.
Tim Jalbert with the ball rolling all around, but I thought that would have taken at least 1 pin out on the right side, but nothing doing.
Alas, where the gutter's flat like Canada.
No mark for either bowler. Yes, the flat gutter discussion, I was talking with Matt Susi about that the other day, and we were saying how in Worlds in Moncton next year, we were saying some of the shots that didn't go at Lita at Worlds this year might go in Moncton this coming year, or last year and this year, respectively. It's a 9 box for Boisvert, 42 after 4, and 49 after 4 for Jalbert, top of the roster. Score update time.
So I have it as 194 to 235. We'll confirm that is the case. 41 pins up right here. You want me to take it from here? I mean,
sure, if you want to, go right ahead.
It'd be my pleasure. 3 marks to 2 here for Exeter. 41 pin lead for Academy 2, though, the extra mark here. It's Mark Weber now with these 2 splits.
Let's go.
The main connection 1-2 punch here for Exeter.
Mr. Weber.
Lands on the head pin. It's a 9 drop to start his 5th box. For Ayotte with the 2 marks in the 1st and 2nd. 1 and the 7 pin as the 9 drops late.
Weber 7 for 15 on the head pin, 3 splits.
He missed the 10 pin. That's been a sticky pin for a lot of bowlers today, Steve.
Yeah. Ayotte 7 for 15 on the head pin with 3 splits.
And no spare this time as the action just falls off the back of the plate before the 7.
My goodness.
So at 10 there.
Missed the second, get the third.
Well, 48 pins, no mark for Weber through the half. That 7 pin will stay put for Ayotte. That's tough with his left to right ball. 57 at the half.
All right.
Remember to keep an eye between total and game on those smudges there. The 3 Canadian smudges as were Canadian-style symbols.
Weber and Ayotte are even on head pin shots and splits right now. 7 and 3, respectively.
How about that?
So,
Mr. Caleri, I presume. 4 horsemen and an 8. Ayotte 2 for 7. And a break here. And another chance for Academy 2 to pad their lead when the wood is right there. Weber. That wood made the inner pin easier, but it was too thin on the head pin, deflecting the ball around.
not quite the pinball action you wanted.
And that goes, yes. It was a perfect shot. The 7 pin was being a bit stubborn with that wood, but Ayotte placed it exactly where he should have.
Yeah, with a spare is third of the game. Weber with a 9.
And you see it, so a mix of 10s and 9s here, 3 9s and 10s, in fact, for Weber. It moves us down to Kai Hunt and Austin Barnes. 2 youngsters with a lot of upside, that's for sure.
Did you say Kai Hunt was 21? My goodness, yes, he is on the younger side for a lot of our bowlers here. And on the spare, that's what, a 4? Yes.
That's a 4, Phil, so Exeter misses a chance to shrink this lead here. Now both sides have to pin here as Barnes takes that 4 on the first ball. Guy has the 1 and 9 now.
Yikes.
6-pin cluster here. Can't remember the last time I've seen this one in particular. Like a star constellation in the sky or something.
Barnes was right on the head pin, and he took a weird quantity of pins there. Not the ones I thought were going to go or stay. I don't understand what happened there.
Well, he'll end up with an odd quantity indeed as he gets a 9 here against Hunt's 8 box. If I was faster on the button, I'd hit it for you because I thought he buried it in there as well. Maybe he was just a little too thin on the head pin, I suppose, Steve, and that's why he didn't get it to go all the way around.
And Barnes has like a really interesting approach. Like it's like a really odd windup. It's like you're revving up an engine. It's like watch this pitch right here. Look at that. It's like that elbow comes up at an L shape, really high up.
That 9 pin's not going to get over though. Tough one.
Yeah. So Austin Barnes will take a split.
Double pins is easy for Hunt. He's got his second mark in 3. 56 and a ball through 6.
Austin Barnes on the 7-9.
We need Kai to do another double, like another money match.
Split the wood. Oh.
We see a lot of these money matches here on Candlepin Bowling Network as Barnes can't connect with the wood.
Shout out to Nick Susi winning his first money match against Todd Holbrook and throwing his first 600 of his career.
Where was that money match based out of?
That was at Little Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Now the 10 there. That's the shot Barnes wanted first time around. He takes 10 for 59 through 6.
Yeah, Nick Susi. Nick Susi's another very young bowler. He's Matt Susi's son, and he's coming up hot and fast in the bowling world. So don't sleep on Nick Susi.
Says you're not far off yourself. Surette, my goodness, we're going to have to see that one again.
That's a strike
Blink
on
and
spare.
you miss it. Strike on spare.
Dave Godwin looking to respond. Can he do the same thing? He's also on a spare.
The replay will come in a few seconds' time.
Godwin.
He's been hot all day. His shot gets on the 7-10. The fill is high. The leave is interesting. Skelly, how do you read this wood?
Oh, goodness. I'd definitely play the Home Depot in the center. Do you cap the right or do you – I'd cap the left. Cap the left to split in both directions. That's my unofficial analysis. I offer no warranties if that doesn't go.
All right. Manager assumes no liability.
Ooh.
And Godwin gets no spare.
Please send all complaints to Greg Gouillart at CandlepinBowlingNetwork.com.
I'm Greg Gouillart. That
I know what I said.
In just a moment. There's that 10. That's well pinned out on the split. And now we'll take a look at one more time at this vaporizer shot by Jeff Surette.
Watch.
It just all goes in tandem. Which pin falls last?
And a Hulk smash.
8 pin sort of, but that was simultaneous.
Obliterated.
Weber's already doubled. How about Surette? Not there, he
Oh.
doesn't. But he's still got a second ball.
Blech.
Yeah. Correct reaction. Exeter stacking up marks. Really wants to load big.
It could have
on
been worse.
these.
Could have been worse. Could have been a quarter Worcester.
I think Jeff said something funny down there, and Dave has to stop his momentum there. It's not like a 10-pin bowling where you really have to be like, set the ball back down on the return. I mean, it's a little bit of that right now, but
Yeah. So Dave Godwin, he's just trying not to ruin his perfect night so far. His lowest box has been a 10 tonight. He is 8 for 15 on the head pin with 2 splits.
he did get that perfect string in one. The marks were just a big headline.
Godwin on the head pin. Split? Question mark? The 4 pin is glued to the deck. Are you seeing that?
Well, we all do. The pin cam's right there.
And
And meanwhile, Godwin's 15-box pin perfect streak in jeopardy here, but it is pinnable.
Surette filled a strike with 4. Oof. Look at that leave. Dave Godwin, 4-6-2-10. Oh.
Boy, that pin got some action.
Yeah,
didn't it?
I thought it was going to go.
So or fill, and now an 8-box for Surette. Commentator catches up on the graphics. Godwin to keep the pinning alive. Got the 6-10, and he's 16 straight. Pin perfect.
You know, I'm meant to be impartial as a broadcaster, but I'm just rooting for him just to not get anything under a 10 box at this point.
We're rooting against the pins. We all hate the pins.
We root against the pins. I like that.
And if you think Candlepin's easy, come and try it. It's in northern New England and eastern Canada. Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and the state of Maine especially. We need to see more of them. And provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia in Canada.
If you're in the States, I suggest candlepin.org and click Go Bowling to find your nearest bowling center.
Candlepin.org, click Go Bowling.
8 fill for Barber. And 2 fill for Joe Smith. That's big. That's a big differential right
If
there.
you watch one of Steve Kelly's numerous ACSD broadcasts, you would know that. Barber spare on the 5-8. For his third straight mark.
Barber, 3 in a row on the spare. Joe Smith, he sailed through the void of the left side half Worcester.
All right.
Good out, good out, good out.
Important one because Exeter's been mounting some momentum here. 27 pins minus. There's still a lot of racetrack to cover here. But now Exeter not that far off now as they try to scrounge some points here. Both teams went 8-0 last week. It's a 2 points per string, 2 for total. And Dave Barber looking to accumulate pins in a hurry. Strike on spare. Smith, goodness gracious, will the 7-pin get over? No. And now triangle 6 and a 7-pin.
That just reduced the lead from Academy 2 down to 6-ish, not counting the bonuses and this box, but could be big if Joe Smith can't convert this into something big.
So tough, but Smith knows how to ride the rail, even with his right to left ball. See that? He's on the 6-pin and the 10-pin, but can't get the cut across.
Loved that, at least on paper.
Now the 7-pin there with wood.
Come on. Ooh, that might be a fouled 9.
It looks close to me. I think it hit the wood fair first. It's the bowler's decision anyway.
Yep, bowler's call. I'm waiting on I don't see any action in the bullpen, so okay, I guess it's 10. My opinion, I thought that was a little dicey in my opinion, but again, not my call.
Now, theoretically, I could cynically hit the, now there's that, and it is going to be an award of 10 bucks. What I will never do, folks, it is a fair and a 10 bucks is the official ruling there, but bowlers call it, and I do not believe it is my place to make instant replay on that. That seems shady. I'll be honest with you. The bowlers have the best view. That is the principle of the rule book, and I will uphold it as written.
Bowler's call is bowler's call. The bowlers are their own referees.
Invisible back here. 7-10.
Bowlers are their own referees. Oh,
nice
what a
spare.
nice
7-10
split.
with the wood.
Lovely.
We'll take another look at that in a second. Jalbert can't get the 6-pin to go. He rang everything else around it.
It was the right idea.
So now 2 extra marks for Exeter. They try to run this down here. That box is 9, only the first pin. Jalbert's left standing, and we take another look here. Left side of this wood, I believe, Steve.
Yep, and he just beans it and splits it.
Not my mistake. That's the red line. Simple as that. Got the deflection.
Just chopping wood out there.
You mentioned Channel 50, Nico, and Chris Boisvert, a star of that. That's both scorekeeper and bowler, mind you. His spare fill. On the pocket, but goodness.
Oh, man, bucket of 5 on the left and a 10.
apparently too thin, and the fill is 4. And what a devastating time as Exeter tries to get back into this. But they're doing it. Now it's a dozen pins when it was in the 40s not that long ago.
No.
Tim Jalbert, the check mark left side, on his third ball, I believe it. Or no, it's the second ball still.
Second ball.
Second ball. So the spare try here, rang around the 4 pin. Same story, just little thin contact. Thin hits is how you get the check mark in the first place, not getting that 1, 2, 3 to go at the same time.
Boisvert on the 5-8.
9 for Boisvert, that's 65 through 6. Jalbert can't pick the extra stick here, but he will end up with 67 through 6 and a score check here, which I hope shows a dozen pin lead here. We'll update the scores perhaps.
I have 329, 339 on my count. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll verify here, but in any event, 12 pins thereabouts, and we'll get the official scores in just a moment.
I'm just off by 1, so we'll see. And it was Chris Boisvert's.
Mark Weber had a 10 box in the end. That's 58. Is that might fly in the ointment? I think it's 11 pins.
Okay. It was Chris Boisvert's fill I'm off by. He apparently had a spare 4.
All right. I think we got that straight.
Yep,
Meanwhile, Ayotte straightens out 7 pins. And that's 74 through 6 with his 3 mark string. This ball gets way away for him. That's a puzzling one. Since that's an overthrow by his standards, I guess the ball hung up too long. Weber has a big opportunity here. Remember, he's only left 2 pins standing, and now he has his first mark of this string. Remember, Weber had that double strike late as well.
Oh, yeah. And then, Jim Ayotte with a 10 box, meanwhile, not to be outdone. Yes, 5 marks for Mark Weber. He's currently 8 for 17 on the head pin with 3 splits. Jim Ayotte currently 9 for 17 on the head pin with 3 splits.
18-pin margin is now officially confirmed.
5 marks for Jim Ayotte this match. That's a 6 drop.
Jimbo, it's such an effortless nickname, Jimbo. 3-1 split.
Bouncy ball to the right of the head pin to Phil. Again, throwing it a little hard. That seems to be kind of, it's mixed results from Mark Weber.
Ayotte has made so many pro series. He's made one when we were commentating, and he's made one when Dan Murphy was commentating alongside Jim Barber. That's Dave's dad.
Mark Weber, 156. Not much to say about that. No mark. 9 or 10 for Jim Ayotte. 7, 8, 9 or 10 for Mark Weber.
Mark Weber has now thrown 2 clippable strikes at the Pro Series in back-to-back years of the Pro Series, where the pins just vaporized all as one. Ayotte 10, that's a nice one. I think I'm going to want to see that one again. That's
like
the 1, 6, and 5 for a 10 box.
The 1 kicked off the right sidewall to take the 6 and the 5. We'll see it here. Check it out. Right there on the 1, sidewall, 6-5, and the wood helped a little bit too.
Gorgeous. Kai Hunt and Austin Barnes.
Kai Hunt, 11 for 16 tonight on the head pin. Austin Barnes, 10 for 16 on the head pin. 5 splits Hunt, 7 splits Barnes.
Barnes takes out 3 on the first ball. Hunt. This one's mixing. 9-pin drops as well. The fill is 9. The wood is interesting, but it is covering the 10. We'll see.
Oh!
Austin gets it to go. All the pins collapse.
Hot to go. HOTTOGO.
I'm not sure that was the wood Hunt was aiming at.
Hey, Greg, 4,000 subscribers now on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube as of tonight. Thank you all, 4,000 fans. Let's get to 5,000 next. Please spread the word. Email your friends, text them.
Yeah.
TikTok me if you can for the next several days.
It's the start of the calendar year, Paul. We'll see. Spare fill by Barnes is 7.
Ooh, Kai Hunt
Hunt's
catching
is 9.
fire.
Sorry, Skelly. Go ahead.
Sorry. No worries. No. These mark fills are fantastic. 9 fill for Kai Hunt, 7 fill for Austin Barnes. Yeah, caught in 4K, Candlepin Bowling Network. And spare on spare for Austin Barnes. Kai Hunt, pressure got to him.
No second piece of wood to fall back this time. This string was supposed to be a red wine supernova, but instead, Exeter has pulled this within single digits here as Kai Hunt gets it the 3rd time around.
Not champagne, red wine.
You're on it.
I know what you said there.
I'm not getting that one past you. No chance.
Yeah.
Probably not a lot of you folks as well.
I survived the 2000s.
9 pins up in the match overall for Academy 2 over Exeter. 5 pins only in this string, just a mark's worth. Dave Godwin now has been getting a case of the splits.
Ooh,
Case
no.
in point, number 4 in a row.
Splits all around. No, just kidding. Late falling pin for Jeff Surette spares him from another split stat.
Pins finally focusing in and toppling that 4. Now over to Godwin. 3 and 2 split.
3 takes 2. Oh, bouncy ball.
Yep, you hit it off the foul line. You never know what's going to happen. Blank's right there. Must not go in the channel. Surette's never going to do that. 78 on a ball through 7.
12 for 17 on headpin for Surette. 10 for 17 for Dave Godwin on the headpin. Dave Godwin without a 10 box, 8 box.
There we go.
First time this match.
So, just like that, now Academy 2 is building a bit of a pinning advantage in this string. 5 pins, which is the reason they are ahead right now. Even though Exeter has an extra strike to their name. Though, of course, that extra strike has to be filled. So, really, that Surette spare has put the purple squad in front.
We like to see back and forth. You never really like to see a runaway.
It breaks up. 2-4 for Dave Godwin. Surette
On a mark.
got on his head pin, triangle 3. It's thin, but it's a good result all told. Even on total pinfall now.
Symmetry shots here on lanes 3 and 4. Kind of. Or more mirror image, actually.
Yeah, you ignore the wood on that one. Godwin makes his. Surette matches. Back-to-back spares for him.
Oh, I'll show you mine if you show you yours.
Sure, buddy. 95 in a ball through 8 and 99 in a ball through 8 for Godwin. And down we go to Dave Barber and Joe Smith.
Well, you got to feel great for Dave Godwin, though. The year is 2 of injuries. Good for him, though. Good to see a big night like this for him.
It's tremendous, and he can pin out 387. Maybe he could get 300 through the first 2 strings at this rate. We'll see. Smith is still dropping pins, and he's got a plank in front of 7. Barber, strike fill. Possible backdoor, maybe, but the wood rolls the wrong way. Smith, chance here.
Oh,
Lands in the gutter this time.
heartbreaker.
No doubt about that one, unfortunately.
Barber will take an 8 on the strike.
Missed opportunity there. But you see what it does to the scores. It's still within a mark, really, because Academy 2 has the extra 1. Pins are 9 apiece.
So there's really one solace for Jim Smith's shot there. I guess you saw on the third ball, he played the wood right where he should have, but he didn't take it anyway. That's one of those shots where you go, well, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. So you feel a little bit better. It still stings, but at least you're like, hey, at least I didn't miss the second, get the third, or the third ball was what I wanted for the second ball, and it still didn't go.
Joe apparently goes by Joey, at least according to the Pro Series sheet. We'll have to get to the bottom of that at some
Good
point.
to know.
Check mark right side. I'm so used to Joe personally, but I
Same.
respect their wishes. Spread eagle, Dave Barber. Splits are pretty much even, 26 to 23 for Academy 2, so they're getting a little more of a split luck. Spare, Smith on the check mark.
Can you hear me now? Sure can. He takes the check mark
Spread eagle.
down.
Goodness, Barber gets everything except the front 2 pins. Imagine making the 4, 6, 7, 10.
So he just made the banana split. He didn't make the eagle. Where's Casey McCool?
Wrong sensational leave, I'm afraid. That's 10.
I was just talking with Casey McCool the other day. Actually, I was commentating one of his ACST matches, and there were several times where he got a banana split, and I made a graphic just for him in my streams where I actually have his face show up. So it's kind of surreal to see him bowl and get a banana split, and I throw the graphic up with his face saying, banana split.
Is this brain rot?
It's Inception. Inception brain rot.
Fun fact, the noise never actually plays on the movie, maybe in a trailer at most. Common misconception number 2. Jalbert splits. He's only missed 1 head pick.
That is a good fun fact.
Chris Boisvert, 6-pack. Not a widespread Candlepin leave name, but we somehow can't resist. 4 horsemen and half Worcester, spread eagle. Those are the common ones now. Whoa, wood pinwheeled off the back of the plate there, and it's just not going to work out.
So to untangle a cable there.
Let's dig in. 6-pin gets tripped from behind. Yes, it does.
He chugs that 6-pack.
The visitors get another mark here. Jalbert leaves a pin standing.
That's big for Exeter.
Yep. So now Exeter who is ahead by 13 pins minus a mark, gets a little bit of insurance here if it's filled. So many times how the follow-up is pivotal.
The question is, will it be State Farm or the General? What kind of insurance are we going to see?
Jalbert and 3 splits in the last 4 here. He's finding his range on ball 1. Oh, Boisvert's yanked this one.
Oh, he got lucky.
But the overthrow, my goodness. Yes, Steve, he's getting a break here.
Oh, he's still getting lucky.
8 pin, the 3 pin still might do something interesting. But we'll mark that 8 fill on the board. 21 pins up.
That was a gift. That was a gift for Exeter.
No, that's no pins for Jalbert on ball 2.
This will be big if he makes it. Big if true.
1-3.
Sure.
On the full inside, I think that's going to go.
Yes, sir.
3 marks and 4 for Chris Boisvert. And Tim Jalbert, hey, I can replay that one.
Hey, that's a Paul Grant special right there.
It's a pretty one as well.
A pretty Paul Grant special. A pretty PGS.
That's a wow 10.
I give that 7 balls out of 10.
We'll take a look here at the full scoreboard. 21 pins up. Actually, 20 pins will confirm here. Take a look. Jeff Surette should be on 96. We'll update that fill to 8. And the rest is correct. 22 pins.
Tim Jalbert, 13 for 18 on the head pin with 5 splits, not counting that ball just now, which was a miss on the head pin. Oh, no, excuse me. That's Mark Weber. Just kidding.
It's Mark Weber, but Jalbert's head pin accuracy has been great. Only missed 4 the whole evening.
I'm just 1 bowler behind here.
Mark Weber, 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. 8 pin 2. Not going to fall. 3, 6, 10 for Ayotte. He's only missed 2 head pins this string. But he misses this spare somehow.
Both bowlers missing.
You see the reaction.
Mark Weber, 9 for 19 on the head pin with 3 splits. Jimbo Ayotte, 10 for 19 on the head pin with 4 splits.
Marks aren't frequent here, but you see the pace quickening up. Ayotte's 10. The more marks you get, the more action you see. Why did that 3-pinner not go? Well, it's Ayotte's crossover side.
He just got a bad mix. Yeah, he hit the target. He just got weird sidewall action again. The pin just flew too far back, I think. That smells good. Weber, 6 drop.
Yep, got the backwards check mark now.
Inverted.
Jimbo mixing pins out. 4 horsemen and a 5 pin. Interesting.
The 4 horsemen, the sleeper.
Usually that sleeper would be the 8 pin in this situation.
Yeah.
The way they fell.
Ooh.
As one. Weber converts the check mark.
Checking the check mark.
And again, a clutch 10th mark. A 10th box mark.
Way to check in that check mark.
Ayotte. Around the 5 pin, and this time coerces it down.
We're in bonus territory now.
A very solid string out of Ayotte. 114 and a ball. 4 marks.
Both Weber and Ayotte are 50% on the head pin tonight. 10 for 20. 3 splits for Weber, 4 splits for Ayotte.
Ayotte, all the pins down in that second half. Weber only lost the 2.
Weber
gets on his head pin.
Nice.
7 pin will tip as well. This for count.
Nice
That's
fill.
9.
Nice fill.
Ayotte. His fill is 8. Count them. And then stop counting. 122. So 21 pins for Exeter, minus a mark. Academy 2 suddenly needing 2 more marks.
There are 3 marks on Academy 2's side. That's their defense against Exeter's 2 open marks.
Hunt's not on 1, but could be 1 in a hurry if he gets this 6-10. Austin Barnes heating up here. Back-to-back marks. Now he's got his head pin. And the 2-7-8 has wood in front for this split. 7 fill. Hunt makes his.
Needs that one, or needed that one. And he got it.
Is it covering? On the red line, 8-pin, Will Slate.
With a big so what right there from Austin Barnes.
3 straight marks for Austin Barnes.
Difference of 13 before we count fills.
Academy 2 has needed so much out of the youngster, and right now he is on a heater. Oh, Hunt, strike on spare. Brilliant. 124 plus.
Brilliant. Barnes.
Got his head pin.
Nearly.
4-7-10.
Nearly.
The fill is 7.
Nearly equally brilliant. He's got 3 spares in a row, and all 3 of those spares were 7 fills. And actually, in the first box, he had a fourth spare with a 7 fill as well.
Lucky sevens, maybe. Can he get the 7 drop?
The Vegas sevens.
Oh, he has to catch this wood on route. He does. He spares. Austin Barnes, 4 straight marks. And we're going to take another look at that one.
Both bowlers in the 120s plus bonus balls.
Sorry, Hunt, I would have clipped your hammer if I could. Instead, watch that hit the cap.
So Kai Hunt is 15 for 20 on the head pin. That's a high stat on the head pin with 5 splits. Austin Barnes 12 for 20 with 9 splits.
Kai will not double on this strike, but he'll get another ball after this.
7 so far.
Exeter holding on.
Nice fill. 8 for Barnes.
Kai Hunt, a substitute for Exeter.
Oh!
Showing why he belongs. The fill is 10. The string is 134.
Who is this guy? Who is this Kai?
It's Kai Hunt. Now, this should be
134, 128 is what I got. We'll just hold for that. That's what they got down there. That's what I got back here.
okay. So I'm off somewhere along the line.
We got 2 out of 3 scoreboards in sync.
That's wonderful. I didn't give Godwin enough pins, apparently. 101. Yep. There we go.
My cheat code for that is I look at the totals for each box. That's usually my indicator.
Oh, wait, actually, they gave Godwin the 8 box. Yeah, no, Dave didn't get that 8 box there, but they gave it to him anyway? I'm confused.
Bowler's call.
That's the official score. We're going with it.
Yes, sir.
These are fills now, spare fills.
5 for Godwin.
5 and 4. Surette can't make the spread eagle, unfortunately. Tough fills for the both of them. Dave's made easier than this, honestly. Can't get the head pin this time around. And now, Exeter with that Kai Hunt flurry for the chance to snag these 2 points. Surette gets stuck with a 7 box, allowing Godwin to pick up 3. Skelly's checking the pinning, so am I. 19 pins left standing in this string for Academy 2, 30 left standing for Exeter. So 11 pins being gained by Academy 2 in pinning. Not enough for now. We'll see. Please like this video, folks. This is a good one. And we've got replay. 4-6-10.
Now with replay.
New.
Malibu Stacy, but she's got a new hat.
Godwin, 6-10. Surette, it's got playable wood, I think.
Yes, that's the 4-6-10. That would,
One side or the other?
I'd play the right. Because if you're gonna, not convert.
Oh, he's made this one with the wood down low.
Screw the wood.
Jeff Surette, 5 marks in the last 7. Godwin spares as well, and we'll take another look at this split dandy.
We're talking about the wood, and Jeff Surette is on a different level in terms of knowledge. He says, forget the wood, I'm going to play it direct.
Well, yeah, that's good.
Rear
That's just
wood.
good vision there, because the wood was looking at the 8 pin. It's as simple as that, really.
I like that, yeah.
You just have to not fall for the optical illusion. Spare fill in the 10th, Surette. That's going to wilt. That's going to be 7.
You got to not fall for the tourist trap. Take the back roads.
Candlepin ain't a tourist trap if you're in the area, that's for sure.
No, sir.
Godwin, same 7.
124, 130? That's what I got.
124. Now it should be 133 I have by my count here for.
What did I miss?
It's the same thing. Godwin's string has been upgraded to 133, which in that case gets him up to 301 through 2. Jeff Surette, again, 241 through 2. That's quite solid. Let's have to look at Kai Hunt, 275 through 2 as well.
Jeff Surette went 15 for 20 on the head pin with 6 splits. Dave Godwin went 12 for 20 on the head pin with 4 splits.
5-6-7-5-5 for the official score right here. As credited, they're crediting Godwin with another pin-perfect string. We show him with an 8 box, but hey.
Yeah, I had to make a similar correction on my board.
But okay, so purity of the statistic aside, at least 19 or 20 perfect boxes in 20 boxes, unreal.
Yes.
Dave Godwin is so back, baby. Smith's spare fill is 5.
Oh!
Barber robbed on the triangle.
4 horse on the left side and the 10.
6-10 around the 9. Oh. Smith loses this ball. Just seems as though he's not himself. We know Joe Smith. We know the solidity of his bowling right here. Just seems as though there's just a gear missing at the current moment. He gets an 8 here. Paul stealthily sneaking back into frame.
One string after this.
Welcome back, Paul.
Welcome. Talk to some of the bowlers, some of the kids here. We got the mixed up graduates rematch coming down the road.
Kai Hunt and Dave Godwin, the big headlines in this one. 3-1 split for Barber. 2-4, 6-7. Smith, that got out there, but the split though, 2-4, 5 and 10. That's tough because that looked pocket.
2 great strings so far.
Dave Barber.
And Dave just made a dandy.
Dave Barber 12 for 20 on the head pin with 7 splits. Joe Smith 13 for 20 on the head pin with 10 splits.
Oh, I guess I'll replay Dave's. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Two spares.
The fact that you can even do that right now is fantastic.
Everyone's marking in the 10th. Mercy. Literally everyone. All 8 bowlers have.
You didn't expect Dave Barber to sit on the 96 again this string.
Not a chance. He's been so dialed in since those 2 rough weeks. So many weeks, 360 or better. And he finishes with a 138 string in the middle. Smith's spare fill is 5. Tough one there. 17 bonus pins across 4 marks of 113. The marks are there. The pins just hate Joe right now. So,
2 boxes to go here in the middle string.
Yeah, 14 pins up here for Exeter. So I think that might be that with that big 19 box by Dave Barber. Jalbert's going to need a lot here, and even there, that might not be enough. With a Boisvert 7 fill, it's the miracle zone, a miracle required.
On a fill.
He smashed it!
Boom!
It's 9. 102 through 8.
Beautiful.
That might be the beginning of the end, especially when the pins do something very not nice to Tim Jalbert.
Difference of 19 in the total and 23 in the game.
Check mark at 6-10 there. Chris has a chance with 18, 19, and maybe this, but he's hit the gutter instead.
Heartbreaker.
Channel.
Gutter.
No hat trick.
Ocean.
No hat trick spare for
I
Boisvert.
got an idea about this. How about the ocean? The Atlantic Ocean on the right, Pacific Ocean on the left.
Ah, yeah. You got it
A compromise.
You got it the right way around. Good start. Wood doesn't work either for Boisvert. He's going to take a 9 on this one.
You did say channel earlier. I caught you earlier saying channel.
Did I really?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, now everyone's going to change the channel. Disaster.
ICPA is in our heads.
But you know what you shouldn't change the channel on? Candlepin Bowling Network. We just hit 4,000 subscribers. You should check us out. If you haven't already subscribed, slam that button.
Hit the bell icon after so you get notified
Yeah.
and go live. Never miss a ball.
I actually broke a mouse at work today, maybe from hitting a subscribe button too hard. No, I don't watch Candlepin Bowling Network.
I went to the
during my breaks,
ER
I
for
promise.
subscribing too hard once. Hurts.
Did you get on TLC for that?
Yeah, insurance covered it. I got a kickback.
Boisvert, remember it. These 2 bowlers with hangman in the 10th, so to speak, not get a mark that everyone else did. Jalbert won't be, though. Strike there, his second. 103 plus 2. Even though we don't use CompuScore anymore here at Academy Lanes.
It's here in spirit. The soul of CompuScore will never leave us.
This is little icons. Crown if you were the only one to get a mark.
What's the snowflake one? I forget that one.
And Boisvert gets a spare. Hold on a second. It's crown is you were the only one to get a mark. Pitchfork above means nobody got a mark, and snowflake star thingy means everybody got a mark.
There's also the hangman icon.
You were the only one who didn't get a mark.
Where you
in
got
the
hung.
frame.
Yeah, I figured.
I think it's hanged, but anyway. 6-2-4 to
Yeah.
5-9-9. So Exeter takes the next 2 points for winning string number 2.
In Worlds this past November at Lita, we kept saying hung on our team, on the Team Lita. So
That might be referring to something else.
Yeah.
5 pins for Jalbert on the first strike fill.
hey, this is a family show, Greg.
127 for Boisvert, as the commentator glosses right over that.
It's rated PG, no pun intended.
Says PG. Nice fill. It's 10. What the heck? We'll replay that one as well. 3-6 kaboom.
Tim Jalbert went 15 for 20 on the head pin with 6 splits. Boisvert went 13 for 20 on the head pin with 7 splits.
There we are. 21 pins, the official margin here. Exeter takes
Yes.
2 pins as we go into string number 3 here on Candlepin Bowling Network. I'll update the scoreboard. Someone else filibuster for me.
It's a 17-pin lead, tied 2 points apiece, right?
Yes, this is a heated match. The difference is just 17 in the total. Both teams took 2 points in Game 1 and Game 2, respectively. So it's going to come down to a big third game in terms of points.
Yeah, Dave Godwin 301 through 2. Kai Hunt 275. Your big pin getters right now. Watch for them. Possible 400 watch. Godwin technically doesn't need a mark to get there.
Final string underway. Academy Lanes Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. The Friday Night Pro League game of the week, week 19 of 35. Next week it's Hingham at Central 3. And what a shot for a spare for Jimbo Ayotte to start the final string. That's right, Ayotte, good one. Weber, 3 right, 4 left. How's the Sky Bar going there, Steve? Kelly, you like it? A balanced diet, a burger, fry, and a Sky Bar, and some water.
He's speechless at how much he likes it.
A 9 for Weber to start the third. Let's pause 8.8 seconds for station identification and the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Please remember to like the video by hitting the thumbs up button you see. Make sure you're logged into the platform. And please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube so that you're always in the know about the latest Candlepin content.
You get a spare, you get a spread eagle. 14 through 1 for Ayotte. Weber in the pocket, 7 maybe. It's 6. But 5 wobbling, 8 corner post.
But it is important to say we appreciate your support just by watching. It helps a ton. Thank you.
Ayotte got 3 the unconventional way. 3, 6, and a 7. On lane 4, back to lane 3. Mark Weber, the broom is out. Englewood to the left with the 5 and the 8. This is for a spare.
So the ball takes the 7 and the 5 takes the 10 on the pin action, you bet? Seems good to me.
That's the thought process. Mark with a good young bowler, just 26 years young. The main bowler for a spare. Oh, so close. Gave it a ride. Couldn't get on top of the 7. Great effort.
We're in the 1710 Sports Center shirt out of Augusta, Maine. We were just there for the Pro Series. Check that out. A monthly series of events across several houses and formats.
Ayotte 9, Weber at 10. 19 for Mark. 23 for Ayotte. Mark Weber, by the way, 2019 Pro Series singles knockout winner. He was averaging a 108 at the time. He finished 1197 for 9 strings. Here's Kai's Kingdom, Kai Hunt. His father, Brent Hunt, here in attendance. 32 strings already in his young career, over 170 strings. 32. Does bowl in the fastest house in Maine at NEC, Newport Entertainment Center. 3-2 split. Austin Barnes, check mark left, 6-10 right, starting his final string.
Was that? Maybe you have to notice the strings at the slower houses as well, but if it were that easy to score at fast houses, the guys off the street would as well.
Kai, same spot. 188 previous high single, now 203.
You should be. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Greg.
You should be one of those guys off the street and step into your nearest Candlepin house, even if that's several miles away for now, as we speak.
7 for Kai, 8 for Austin to start their third and final string. Next Friday night, Hingham at Central 3. A big matchup with the top 4 teams in the conference. Could say conference, league, I should say.
Sure.
January 24th, 7:30 live on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network at Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. Barnes clipped an eagle. Hunt drills the pocket, 8, 6, and a 7. At the age of 14, he threw a 672 5-game series.
I think I see smoke coming out of Steve Kelly's spreadsheet. That's now 7 splits in the first 8 boxes in the string.
Yes. And Kai Hunt, talking about Kai Hunt, 17 splits so far with Austin Barnes' 14 out of 22 boxes thus far.
Hunt, snuck inside. Kai won an adult youth junior state title with his father Brent here in attendance twice. Austin takes a 9. Oh, a nice 10. It came back to the 4 for a nice 10. 18 through 2. Hunt, 2 7s. A correction of 7 and 8. 15 through 2. Quick update from Greg Gouillart. The scores of the first 2 strings.
We got the first 2 boxes there. 17 through 2 for Hunt and 17 through 2 for Barnes. The ball took out that 4-pin. Godwin will have to re-rack this so we get a little bit of a breather.
Just to catch up, Mark Weber currently 12 headpin shots for 22 with 5 splits, and Jimbo Ayotte 11 for 22 with 5 splits, headpin and split respectively.
What a night Dave Godwin's having. All he has is a 301 through 2. Not too bad.
301 through 2. Goodness.
Jeff Surette on the left, starting their third and final string here at Academy Lanes. Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. Great place to bowl, great place to hang out. Godwin feeling all night long. Look at this one. Unbelievable. 5 middle, 8 to the left, right corner, 6 and a 10. Brutal. Surette on the nose. He splits 2 and 2. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 7.
So strange. So Godwin's ball hits it perfectly to nail the 4 horsemen and then goes straight through the 3-9 as well. That's his crossover side, but still.
Godwin trying something on nothing. Oh, what a try. Wood just slammed the brakes on. Someone's crossing the street.
Everyone was half expecting it at this point.
Surette with the wood, sweeps it over. Oh, hit the 7.
You were hit.
And the other one goes in front, says so long. Wow, great try. Godwin 8 to start the final string.
Unusual for Godwin. Only his second box of the night that wasn't a 10 or higher.
A la Josh Daly like 3 weeks ago. He threw a 447 at 9 blocks in the third string up to 21 straight, and then 8 blocks later on.
Unreal.
Surette 9.
Unreal.
Jeff's high single 204, high triple 483, a high 5. Check this out, Steve. 802.
My goodness. Those are monster numbers.
Godwin on the nose. Again, a split of 2 and 1. 6 trying to nudge into 3. Won't go. 4 left. Surette on lane 3 in Haverhill, Mass. A little full. Same thing, pretty much. Mirror side.
Goodness, how did he know it was going to be terrible action? And again, basically all splits.
Mirror image punches.
Literally all splits, save one, which Ayotte spared. And he missed the head pin.
What a try. Spins it over. Hits the 4. Come on down.
Take it.
Wow.
Get the Bruno DeFeo spin.
Wow. How close can you get?
No candle spin bowling that time.
Wow.
Alas, the trilogy is
Surette's
not complete.
turn. That won't go.
Surette actually had the last installment of that over on lane 1.
You know, you should check out Candlepin Bowling Network for more candle spin bowling. Check out the shorts in particular if you don't have a lot of time to watch.
Thanks, Nico.
10, 18 through 2 for Godwin, Mr. 235.
We're going to get another look at that spare and how that didn't go.
19 through 2. Greg.
Let's take a look here. 3, 6, and the 4. And watch as Godwin just gets that 3-6. It comes off the wall, but agonizingly just in front.
Joe Smith, the third bowler, along with Dave Barber. Dave, impressive numbers. High single 208, high triple 475, eye popping high 5 of 771. 6 Pro Series titles in his career. Joe Smith, the Augusta Main Special, 1-7-10. Barber, the 9 gets rearranged closer to the 5. 7 left, 4 pieces on the deck.
Exeter has thrown nothing but splits.
Smith, he got it, spare.
I don't know about nothing but splits.
This string, yes.
Any banana splits, by the way, for Casey McCool fans?
There was one.
Barber made one, but it was on a spread eagle.
Just kidding. Yeah, you're right.
No banana splits tonight.
We were talking about the banana split, but it wasn't actually a banana split.
Casey McCool is growling all night long. Barber robbed there.
Brent says hi in chat. Nice to see you.
Who is that?
Brent Behringer, I think it is.
Oh, yes, from Canada. Hi, Brent. Halifax, Brent? My memory serves right.
Good to see you all in chat. Sorry we don't have time to get to every single one of you, but we appreciate every one of you.
And that is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third for a 10 for Dave Barber. Joe Smith on a spare.
We'll bill his Venmo later.
Yeah, Venmo requests, the greatest act of passive aggression in the modern age.
Of course.
8 and 9, wood to help for Smith.
I got
18
one. I got one of those just the other day.
Barber click wing eagle.
Oh, look, a split.
Oh my goodness, amazing.
For a spare. Wow.
What?
Yeah, you know, Candlepin.
Barber going 2 and a 3 gets 1. Smith high single 209, high triple 456, a high 5 of 695. 4 television appearances. 10, 28 through 2. Barber circles the 2 for an 8.
All right,
18
let's see.
through 2.
Let's see what goes wrong here. Goes high up on the wood, and then it runs into another piece of wood and gets ruined, and that's why it doesn't go into the 5 eventually.
28 through 2 for Jalbert, rather for Joe Smith. Now Tim Jalbert. The anchor bowlers with Chris Boisvert starting their final string. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin bowling. It's unbelievable. Get the word out. Anybody can bowl at any age.
I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't always do 7 seconds like I asked it to, but I'll workshop it. Grr.
Jalbert check mark, 5 middle, 2-4-7 to the left of the king.
Seeing a lot of these check marks today.
Boisvert crossing over, 9, leads up to 6.
A lot of thin hits, and now suddenly 2 of the best leaves we've seen in quite some time.
Jalbert unchecks it, spare.
That was pretty. That was a tandem.
Boisvert missed it. Missed a couple tonight. Tim Jalbert, 2 Pro Series titles.
Still those 7 marks for Boisvert. He's pretty solid.
Tim also has a run-up to his good friend Jimbo Ayotte, his teammate, on a TV show once before. Chris a 10. A Paul Grand special, missed the second, make the third.
Check mark, kaboom, as one for Tim Jalbert.
Chris in the Easter Classic threw a 27.51. That is quite impressive. 2 Easter Classic titles. That was one of them. Former ISPA singles champ as well, as Jalbert goes split. 7-10, 18-1 here in the third. Boisvert blasts the pocket, sweeps up the right side, 6. 2-4-7 chance. That wood sometimes can be a problem.
It's certainly very flat. It turned maybe a little bit for Chris. We'll see.
Ooh.
And a spare back-to-back for Jammin Jalbert.
What a perfect way to split the difference on that wood there.
28 in the ball through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Boisvert, Oreo cookie time. Oh, he got one more.
Oh!
He got the cream and went for the wafers before he finished the cream. That's an odd one there.
Crumbs, and he nearly got that 2-pin.
You get the middle like that, you usually don't come back for the 7 there.
Call that an inside job.
Really? Vegas odds, try and keep it over-under, I guess. 10, 20, make it 20 through 2. Let's get an update from Greg Gouillart.
Yeah, Greg, what the heck happened there?
Yeah, 21 pins, and then we'll get a look at the split spare for Jalbert as he plays the junction perfectly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you had the other shot, too. I was more interested in Boisvert's missed shot.
That was just pins falling at random here. 21 pins up for Academy 2 and the extra mark. So, again, the team in red off to a hot start here. But remember, that fell apart at the end of string 2. We'll see how it goes here. 2 for string, 2 for total.
Even match.
Weber 9, 7 pin remains. Academy up 7 in the match. Tied 2 points apiece. Jimbo pounds the pocket, 2-4, 6-10.
Evens up.
Weber is 13 for 23 on the head pin. Jimbo Ayotte 12 for 23 on the head pin. 5 splits Weber, 6 splits Ayotte.
Weber starts and stops, delivers for a spare. Got it! 29 in the ball through 3.
Weber has an abbreviated Justin Corkum delivery.
Yes, much faster though. He bowls, despite the rhythm he does, he bowls much faster.
But again, what Justin does is technically in the rules. There's really no rule against delay of game.
See Joanne Rosano. See Joanne Rosano.
Yeah, human rain delay. I remember that.
She'd go on the women's 5-on-5 as Ayotte gets a 9.
Hey, Hall of Famer.
She'd go on the ladies' 5-on-5 match with the youngsters against the veterans. Tentatively scheduled for March.
Yeah.
The Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine.
Bowling should be played at pace, but it has to be a clearly spelled out guideline. So really, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Well, Hall of Famer Judy Bowden in that match with Amanda Carroll, Brooke Bedovich, and others. Against Shannon Scribner's 20-something team with Sonia Johnson, Lana Brown, and others. Renee Skinner from Maine, or Kerrigan Skinner, I should say. Information coming out soon. Once we wrap up the date.
That's only the first head pin Exeter has missed all string.
Weber, same spot. 4 in the fill, 33 through 3.
Splits are 9-8 already for Academy 2 in this string alone. We've barely begun.
Oh, nice try by Ayotte. It won't go.
Little too thick on the object pin, but that's harsh. It was a great effort.
Weber at 1-7-10 Sports in Augusta, Maine, a 7. After a spare 4 at the minimum, 40 through 4. Ayotte a 10, 42 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network, now at 4,000 subscribers. The next goal is 5,000. Get the word out. Steve Kelly, how you doing over there? How's the Sky Bar?
I'm doing all right. I haven't gotten to the Sky Bar yet.
I thought you had one of them.
I did not. No, I'm still thinking about
I
it.
thought
But
the wrapper was open. Okay.
yeah. No, I will get there though.
Optical illusion.
Yeah, all good.
Look at this one. Good grief. 4, 9, 10. Talk about youch.
Wow.
Y-O-U-C-H. Yikes and ouch combined. Put in the dictionary, Webster. Y-O-U-C-H. Youch.
Youch.
Youch. Youch. E.T. Youch.
I am very confused and
A
uncomfortable.
great pinning by Kai Hunt. 9 of the tough split. 24 through 3 after a tough start.
What a harsh box to call imperfect.
141. E.T. used to say, ouch.
Both these bowlers markless this game so far.
Austin pinning better, 10, 28 through 3.
In fairness, that's a reference I should know.
Hunt is 18 for 23 on head pins with 8 splits. Austin Barnes 14 for 23 on the head pin with 11 splits.
Kai pushing right, steals 7, 1, 2, and the 8 behind the 2 pieces behind.
Sorry, Hunt score officially 24 through 3. Corrected.
Austin off target, drops the 10 down, 1, 2. The 8 also playing hide and seek behind the 2. Hunt for a spare, knocks it down. On the board here in the third, 34 and a ball. Can Barnes do the same thing?
Hunt needs to go plus 31 the rest of the way. He gets 31 bonus pins more than pins lost.
He does. 37 of the ball through 4. We're in the final string of the match.
Austin Barnes 8 spares. Kai Hunt's 12 marks. 1 strike and 11 spares, the most on Exeter.
Dave Godwin has a 301 through 2. He starts the third string with 18 through 2.
2 strikes and 12 spares for his day.
Jeff Surette, a 9 to 10 start for him. He buries 9. Looked like a 2-1 split, no longer exists. 4 pieces off, middle left. Right at that 10.
Steve's keeping stats alongside me. He's chiming in with tidbits as you hear.
Yeah, it's just helpful to have a additional scorekeeper just in case, as well as doing head pins and splits and other fun
brother.
stats.
Godwin 9 the wiggle and the king the 5. Surette for a spare. Missed it.
Nearly threaded the gap there.
Dave's 235 high single at the old Park Place Lanes in Wyndham, New Hampshire. Next to Salem, New Hampshire, just over the line. For a spare. He got it with the wood. 28 in the ball through 3. Surette doinks it for a 9. Wasn't there, I guess. Would you take a look at that? 28 through 3. Dave's high triple 486.
486, huh?
High triple 784.
In this season, he's topped out at 371, but he had 369 last week, and now he may be able to somersault over that line.
Look at this one. It's 1-5 sent to Worcester. Absurd.
I now would like to see Dave Godwin do a somersault for no apparent reason.
I want to see Case McCool do a curly shuffle.
Ooh.
It's done it twice in my broadcast. On the crossover, 8, 5 wiggles in the middle, 6 to the right. On the spare, doubles from 18 through 2 to 36 through 3. Surette trying to work us out. It's 2 only. In trouble here.
If I recall correctly, Dave Godwin has world titles on 2 different teams. I believe that's Team USA and Lucky Strike,
Yes.
if memory serves.
Yes. 2010-2011 season. For Team USA, Team USA, 1 for Lucky Strike in 2016.
The 2011 Worlds is out there.
3 world championships.
Somewhere on YouTube. Happy hunting. I forget the channel name. I apologize.
Surette a Pro 8, 36 through 4. Wow, a nice 10. 46 through 4.
Wait.
Yeah, Dave, 3 world championships.
Is that a Paul Grant special? Anyway.
I think it might
It
be.
was. I was looking at my notes. I missed it. You could say it, Greg.
Scorpion tail, never a good time for that. Scorpion tail kick on the wood was what took out that 5.
In my defense, unless you win.
Maybe so. We've seen that. We saw that pivotal 10 late in the first.
Dave Barber, 9. 18 is first, 2. Joe Smith, a spare 8 and a 10 start. Crossing over, he gets 8. He's got the 5 and the 7. Wood rolling to the 5, which could help. Not a bad landing spot. Barber, right on, spare. 28 in the ball through 3. Steve Kelly will call boxes 5 through 8. Completed boxes 5 through 8. May I add.
You got it.
Smith, robbed by the wood. Great job by Greg on the technology and the new instant replay.
Yeah.
Greg's slightly fired up tonight about that.
Only just.
Joe Smith, 10. 38 through 3.
In fairness, it's probably the most fan-requested feature we've had over many years at Candlepin Bowling Network, so thank goodness, and you're welcome.
Joe Smith trying to get in the mark. Here's Dave Barber with 8. Goal post again. It's divisional rounds this weekend in football.
A significant 8, Philly's got to get some momentum going for his team somehow. He's the captain.
He also doubles from 18 to 2 to 36 through 3, and 3 pieces to work with. Smith, 3 pieces also. Great.
Dueling 7-10 splits down there. Dave Barber and Joe Smith. Forgot his name for a second.
Which one you like better?
I think Dave Barber's has a higher chance because he can play sort of the right side of the center wood and have a higher chance at kind of getting everything. Joe Smith has a decent chance at beating the center wood and getting an angle, but
hit the 10. It won't fall.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Give him a break.
He touched both.
Smith's turn. That goes spare.
Hey, you know, I've been proven wrong before. I've been proven wrong again.
48 in the ball through 4 here at Academy Lanes, Pub 125. Haverhill Mass, the Friday night Pro League game of the week on Candlepin Bowling Network. A big one next Friday night. As mentioned earlier, Hingham on the road, taking on the 4th seed, taking on number 1 seed coming tonight. Academy 3, Josh Daly's team. 7:30, January 17th on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Dave and 9, 45 through 4. Anchors away.
Marks stacking up for Academy 2, 3 marks to 1. Watch those yellow smudges, 3 spares to 1. You see it there.
They're up 28 in the string. Academy 2 on the left, up 28 in the string.
26.
26 in the string, rather. And they're up 9 in the match, plus an extra hit. And one right here from Tim, Jammin, Jalbert for first. It's Chris Boisvert with 2 10s. Jammin, Jalbert, a spare 8 and a spare.
Yeah. We'll probably see a couple of 1800s. Both these teams went 8-0 last week. You could see the firepower on full display.
And not the tequila 1800s either. Not that I drank.
Implying a 120 average for the team, of course.
4-7, 5-10, my goodness. Spare 8, spare 6, 34 through 2.
When's the last time you've seen a center side saddle triangle?
Center side saddle triangle.
Boisvert.
You and your fancy terms there, Greg.
That's a Don Gillis term. Hello.
Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare. 3 in a row.
What's the sheepish grin for? That was brilliant.
Jammin, Jalbert, 44 and a ball through 3. That was something.
4, 7, 5, and 10. We're going to take a look at this one as Boisvert takes that 10.
That's a Nico highlight reel also.
You see, I know the sheepish grin thing. It's sometimes you throw a ball and you just kind of black out, and then you're like, how did I get that? And that is an example right there.
Wood cartwheeled in the back. Incredible.
Tim Jalbert's high single, 183. High triple, 477. High 5, 721.
Irby John Kafalis does have some of those older World videos, but the 2011 one was someone else entirely.
Boisvert bombs away, baby, strike!
So what from Boisvert?
All the pins down through 4 for Boisvert.
They have 29 in the score. I think they fixed that score.
Oh, work.
Tip.
8 fill. Tim Jalbert going perfect on the marks now. He wants some of that Dave Godwin talent from the first game there.
Tim's heating up. Let's see. 110 is good.
Perfect. Tim Jalbert.
Another spare, 4 in a row to start the third. 62 in a ball through 4.
He should trade shirts with Dave.
Update from Greg Gouillart. The next 4 boxes called by Steve Kelly.
I was going to say, Steve, it was like a Godwin-esque streak we have going on here. 235 to 195. The scores will have to check in here as Paul is actively litigating them as well.
Yes.
3 marks to 2. Not that we actually have any say in the matter. We just try and help out when we get a chance. You see it there. 2 marks to 3. And remember, we're still on 400 watch for Godwin, who's on the right side of it already, and Kai Hunt, who needs a few more marks, but absolutely can get it.
Scores look good from my end here, at least in terms of the totals. So I think things are doing okay.
We'll see here. Check mark. It's good. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. That's a spare for Jimbo Ayotte in the 5th. He's 14 for 25 in the headpin with 7 splits. Mark Weber 14 for 25 with 5 splits, so doing a little bit better in the split department. But Mark Weber just misses the mark. And he's left with a 10 pin for a 10 box opportunity with a 9 box guarantee, and he'll miss just the left of the 9, throwing a little bit too hard. 49 after 5 for Weber, 52 and a bonus after 5 for Jimbo Ayotte, with those 2 marks kind of propelling him slightly past Weber.
One of the most common videos we see on Candlepin videos, no matter who it is why don't they throw the ball lower, of course, like in mainstream bowling as well. Although Quebecois duck pin comes to mind as well, because you get the rubber band action as well. That's a really slow delivery they have there. But the ball weighs less than the pin, by an ounce or so, but it makes a big difference. That's probably the big reason why the guys are gunning for it.
That being said, I can insert a little of my own insight. I don't throw the ball all that hard. I don't usually have too many issues with marks. The only issue I have is statistically I get more spares than strikes. I think the difference in speed defines the strikes over spares, but you can still average, well over 115 like myself and throw a slow ball.
And again, we've only had one double strike here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 20 boxes across this entire match as well. So perhaps it's a slightly overrated stat. Ooh.
You can throw strikes, till you're blue in the face, but can you fill them? That's the big question.
Mm-hmm. You got to be good on your fills if you're throwing a lot of spares at the same time, but if you're a solid enough bowler, why not?
I've thrown 163 twice, and both times I threw 0 strikes in both of those games. So, just like Dave Godwin's 160, what was it in the first game? 168. You can just get up there without throwing a single strike. You can throw a 190 if you throw a whole game of spare 9s. So, just saying.
It's true. Many pro bowlers go their whole career without throwing a single 200.
So that's 58 after 6 for Weber and 70 and a bonus after 6 for Jimbo Ayotte. Now say hello to Austin Barnes and Kai Hunt, already in progress. Barnes on the head pin, Kai Hunt on the head pin with a split. And a 5 fill, I believe. Yes. Yes. Spread eagle minus the 7.
Kai, you're too tall for my hit pin cam. Please be shorter. Thank you.
And that was a 5 fill for Austin Barnes. My mistake.
Mm-hmm.
No mark for either bowler. We're caught up. So Austin Barnes, 4, 8, 2, 10 for a 10 box. Play that saddle left saddle triangle, whatever the heck that thing is, and then so 8 for Barnes, 7.
By the way, I want to show you some funky pin action for Barnes here. Watch where that hits. 2-4.
We saw this earlier with
doink off the cap.
Yep. We saw that earlier. Austin Barnes has been getting some really bizarre pin action, but nothing bizarre about that with that strike. For Austin Barnes, who's gone 15 for 26 on the head pin with 11 splits.
I can't go replay on replay, but Barnes almost goes mark on mark. Spare 8 strike.
Kai Hunt 13678 for a mark. Oh, he's just off. Kai Hunt 19 for 26 on the head pin and 9 splits.
A string where he could get 400, but he's been stymied by splits, 4 of them.
Oh, what a nice out of a 10 box for Kai Hunt. But it's got to feel good for Kai Hunt to at least be neck and neck with Austin Barnes in terms of the head pin completion quarterback percentage, and be better in terms of the splits. 9 to Austin Barnes' 11. At a young age, an aspiring bowler, that's really great. That's really a great stat to have.
Head pin completion percentage, as in marks or 10s?
Like 5 for 10 or whatever, sort of like quarterback rating, that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm sort of making these stats up as I go.
But is it just head pin accuracy rate at that case?
More or less, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just first ball head pin specifically. Second and third don't count.
Well, it's 5 for 5 for these two bowlers, I can tell you that much.
And that's a spare for Dave Godwin, meanwhile. And oh goodness, for Jeff Surette, he missed the object pin, pinball around, got a consolation pin, but is left with a 2 on the deck.
It's a few times where Surette's gotten his shot ruined more so than he's missing them, really. So the fact that he's stuck in being only 37 over, like a 110s average, seems a little harsh for the way he's going.
Mm-hmm. Jeff Surette is 20 for 25 on the head pin. That is well over 50%. And then Dave Godwin 17 for 25 on the head pin with 7 splits. Jeff Surette has 10 splits.
All the marks lit up for Academy 2. Even if Godwin shanks this fill, he could still pin out 407.
Godwin in the red on your right on lane 4 at Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Massachusetts. The right, that's a half Worcester plus DLC. That's a 3 fill, I believe, on the on the spare.
Surette's mashed in 9, though.
Surette, yeah, 9 drop, but nothing doing there. He's still fishing for a mark this game. No marks yet. Godwin to the left of the head pin, leaves the 1 and the 10. Surette not on the single. What is going on with Jeff Surette right now? Uncharacteristic for the gentleman who threw a 4-bagger against me in Worlds in the playoffs.
That'd be against Lita's
MAs. Yeah. Hey, we made the playoffs. Say our name.
It's a great team name, but we dare not say it on the
We made the playoffs. Say our name.
Even though I don't think it gets us demonetized, honestly, YouTube's profanity policy isn't that harsh.
They give you, I think, a few free ones as long as it's not within the first 5 minutes of the video, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, yeah.
Something like that. And we're like, what, 3 hours into this, so.
The margin is 53 pence. Yes, that is confirmed, as you see it here.
Smith, 7 drop splits and 7 on his fill. Barber to the left of the head pin, half Worcester plus DLC again.
Smith is having a much better start to this string here and a chance to get this wood. It's wired. I thought. Nice kibosh, Gregory. But it's all the pins down through the half.
That'll be a 10 box at least.
That was a pretty 10 by Barber as well.
Right, yeah, that's...
I'm more wondering why this wood didn't work out here. It's off the foul line. It skipped off it. Oh, but Smith hit the cap of the wood, and that's the problem. Your ball does strange things when you hit the line like that.
Sometimes when you cap that Soldier Boy, it just doesn't work.
If you do that, it's not going to work out for you.
No, something tells me no. I do not endorse such activities in this establishment.
For Smith.
7-10 split Joe Smith with a Home Depot down the center. 2 spinning helicopter pins take nothing.
We recently saw his niece Sammy in the mixed-up graduates event we had here. It's Academy Bowlers, but it was out of Portsmouth Bowlerama. Great show there.
Barber almost converts for a spare, leaves 1.
You can watch that in all our on-demand videos here on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Yes, sir.
On YouTube specifically. You can on Facebook as well, but we recommend YouTube for the best viewing experience.
That's a 10 box for Dave Barber, 9 box for Joe Smith, 65 and 6 for Barber, 74 and 6 for Smith. Dave Barber has gone 16 for 26 on the head pin today with 10 splits. Joe Smith has gone 18 for 26 on the head pin today with 15 splits. 15 splits for Joe Smith. Like, can we stop and just admire or just maybe console the gentleman for 15 splits tonight?
We'll stop and ponder, that's for sure.
For sure. Our anchor bowlers are now up. Tim Jalbert throws a 9 drop and a 9 fill on his 4th spare in a row.
Jalbert, a big reason why Academy is lopsidedly ahead.
And Boisvert's on a strike. Christopher Boisvert. On the head pin, 1-2 pocket, double.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Supercharged Exeter needs.
Gotta remember how to score a double strike.
Well, it's very simple. Strikes still count. The 10 plus the value of the next 2 balls.
Spare for Tim Jalbert is 5th in a row, 81 in a ball and 5.
Sorry, that's ball 3, I'm afraid, so that's going to have to be an 81 half.
Excuse me. The 3
no
ball.
Worries, he threw it away just at the last moment there.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself there. The 3 ball spare.
I have that Boisvert double strike in the can, but we'll see if we get to it. It's going too quickly
And
here.
to the left to the right of the head pin for Tim Jalbert, that's a 6 fill. No, not a 6 fill. What am I saying? We just said it was a 10 box. For the triple strike for Chris Boisvert. Triple. Oh, leaves the bucket of 5 on the right.
So see, the first strike is 10 plus 10 plus 5,
Yep.
25.
Yeah. No, I got more wrapped around the axle with just my keyboard shortcuts for the double strike.
I love how in Mike Moran's tutorial with Dan Murphy you can find on YouTube, it's just like, double strike math is complicated. You can ask your proprietor for more help on that.
That's when you just start calling a crowd over just to say, hey, look at what I did. Ooh. Oh, no, he punches. That's a 7 fill on the strike, 5 fill on the double, 7 on the single.
What should have been a momentum gainer.
Hey, getting an additional, 22 off of that is not bad.
It's not bad, but I tell you now.
7 box for Chris Boisvert.
Only the first ball, that was his fault there. We'll take a look at that double strike ball one more time and then take a look at the full standings here. But it's 48 pins up by my count for Academy. That 9 pin goes last.
Tim Jalbert is 19 for 26 on the head pin with 8 splits. Chris Boisvert 18 for 26 on the head pin with 7 splits back to the top of the roster, and a score update from Greg Gouillart.
Remember, 400 watches. Dave Godwin can pin out 408. Kai Hunt can pin out 371. He needs a lot of marks here. In fact, he needs to mark out.
Go lights out.
Or something like that.
Lights out, fights out.
The Skelly 19-box approach does work here. Skelly isn't Steve Kelly. You probably caught on.
I was going to say, Skelly or Scally. We got both in the building tonight.
Justin Skelly. Aha.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't know my last name, just go with Greg G. That's fine, honestly. It's long in French. I understand. I love my name, but I understand.
It's all good.
Nice shot there.
Mark Weber spares it up.
1, 3, 7, 8, 10.
So Ayotte had a... Oh, well, they convert the Worcester for a spare. Not quite. Leaves a 7 on the deck. So he filled his spare with 2, unfortunately, with the half Worcester.
Would do the curly shuffle. Is that Zoidberg? I guess it's both. It's kind of both.
Curly technically did it first, but yeah, you know, my voice impressions need work.
Credit to the forefathers. There it is. 1,
Bam.
3. It's full on the head pin, if anything. Wood was helped out a bit, but...
I think it was like full with a little bit of English on the ball that kind of sent it to the left. So
yeah. Thanks, Mr. Levesky. I understand. You know how I am.
And the wood interspliced between the 1 and the 3, I think, really helped Weber on that too.
Levesque, I understand.
Oh, 8 drop, 5-3 for Weber. That's head pin shot, no split, 8 fill. Great scenario.
Tip. Bye-bye.
Blink and you miss it. That's a strike by Jimbo Ayotte in response. So, Weber. Oh, I think he... Again, every time I see him throw a really fast ball, I see it go off target. I think he just needs to just take a little bit of edge off that. And that caps the wood. That's a 9 box for Mark Weber.
So you're saying this is the rare time where a bowler's throwing too quickly?
Yes, because if you sacrifice your accuracy for a speedy ball, it doesn't matter where it goes. If it goes in the pit and takes nothing, like what was the point of what you just did? You know, just slow down.
They don't juice the curtain, do they?
Right, no, they do not. Or if they do, it does not matter. Kai Hunt on the head pin. Pin still mixing, 3-9 on the deck for Kai Hunt. 8 drop.
Reasons 1 and 2 why you don't sleep on the main bowlers.
Barnes on a strike, 6-pack so far, not on the head pin, left side. Kai Hunt just misses, off target just a little bit. 3-9 on the deck. Lane 4.
Strange billiard cue shot. Threaded the needle.
Barnes on the 6-pack. He'll drink 5 of them. Leaves the head pin. Kai Hunt will take a 10 box. And that will put him at 66 in 7 for Kai Hunt.
Careful, bud. Alcohol is known to the state of California to cause cancer. Actually, I think that was a more nationwide study.
19 box for Austin Barnes. 69 the 6th. And he'll punch the last one for a 10 box. That's 79 in 7 for Austin Barnes. 66 and 7 for Kai Hunt. And let's look at the head pin shots. Kai Hunt currently 20 for 27 on the head pin with 9 splits. Austin Barnes 15 for 27 with 11 splits. And an additional split for Kai Hunt. On the split, Austin Barnes. Ooh. Oh, on the head pin, and pin still mixing, 7-10 split.
Hey, look, a banana split. Where's Casey McCool?
Right?
He's always hungry for banana splits. He's growling.
Oh, I should have seen that coming.
First one tonight, right?
That's it.
Casey is satisfied now. He's still hungry.
Satiated even. Look at this lumber yard. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of wood out there for Barnes.
That is Home Depot down there.
What about Lowe's? Why does Home Depot get all the love?
Yeah,
it's
but
true.
It's I don't know.
Menards, anybody?
It rolls off the tongue a little better.
It's not really regional, but the Midwest swears by it. If I recall.
Home Goods, they don't sell lumber. Hey, but you know what does sell? You know who does sell lumber? Austin Barnes with that spare. Kai Hunt.
Making the marks, Austin Barnes. And an 8 box.
He's hitting the broad side of the barns.
For Hunt. Yep. Wow, it was a screamer off the sidewall that took that one out.
So Austin Barnes is at 89 after 8, my count. Kai Hunt, 74 after 8, my count.
Official. And the margin is now, it is 52, so I'll check in here.
And that's
Hunt had a 10 box, I beg your pardon.
Oh, he did? Did he?
Did the replay?
No, that was an 8. I saw 2 on the deck.
Did the dingbat running the replay miss a ball? Uh-oh.
No, I swear I saw it resetting with 2 standing, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, we've seen a few.
And we were scoring independently, so unless we both missed it, I don't think.
Well, remember, we were trying to scribble asterisks over Dave Godwin's incredible pin-perfect streak there. So,
oh, yeah.
You know, we were those guys in the back of the class. By the way, Surette is head pin perfect in the string.
He sure is. Oh, he's got the steal. Steals were half off that day. Both bowlers with spares.
I mean, I don't know how that happened. It's off the cap, so
boing.
The pin actually. Yeah,
yep.
You hit the end cap. Crazy things happen, but mercifully came back off the sidewall.
That was courtesy of the sidewall for sure. Surette, 5 on a spare, not on the head pin. His first non-head-pin shot. You just cursed him, Greg.
Me and my big mouth.
I know. He had to say something. Dave Godwin, his first non-head-pin shot was that 8-box. And he drops 9 and fills with 9.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Dave's bowling is totally the right way around. He's got perfect boxes every time he's hit the head pin in the string, in fact.
Yeah. Jeff Surette, 22 for 27 on the head pin tonight with 10 splits. Dave Godwin, 19 for 27 with 7 splits.
Jeff would like to try a new set of pins, maybe next week. Good shot on that second ball.
Hopefully not new pins. If they're new pins, that's no good. No mark for either bowler. 10 box for Surette. Can Dave Godwin miss the second and get the third? Find out here on Candlepin Bowling Network coming right up. Oh, and he doesn't.
All right, so a 9-box there. I'm taking a look at season high triples, by the way. Begs the question. Season high triple, well, Justin Waters, 463. That's the answer to that trivia question.
Chris Boisvert bowling tonight has a 407 on the board.
Nice.
A little bit lower down the list, but he's still on the list.
Overall in the season, that's right.
Yes.
Justin Waters, Central 3. Danny Harris, 455, Central 3. Josh Daly, 447, Central 3. And then Tim Jalbert, 434.
It's going to be Dave Barber in the purple shirt on the right, leading off in lane 4 at Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. The right of the head pin, and 1, 2, 7, 8, 6, 10.
Dave Barber, captain of this team, captain of Lucky Strike in the World, president of the vice president of the Friday Night Pro League, organizer of the Pro Series, president of the Candlepin Bowlers Association.
Ooh. Dave Barber trying to get the steal and can't quite get it. Everything but the target pin fell, and that's a spare for Joe Smith.
And Joe Smith, the world's captain as well.
Mr. Joe Smith.
Smith organizes another major tournament, and for the life of me, I'm trying to remember what. Is it Mixed Internationals? Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry.
That I am unsure of.
We can take a look at him converting this 1-3-7-8.
Yeah, I don't know why they're having a conference down there about just hitting a head pin for a 10 box, but that's happening right now, I guess. Oh, it's a reset. Okay. Did we miss a ball?
No, it was 9 box. It is a 9 box.
Oh, he just missed it? Okay.
I was on the replay. Was that what the confusion was?
My bad, yeah.
He may have been pointing after a shot. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, no, I think I must have thought that.
There's a little box. It says replay.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Head pin Barber, 3-6.
Smith on the fill, 5. Not on the head pin. Oh. Awkward noise from that.
Trouble with end caps.
Smith on the trying to complete. Nope, can't. Leaves the 7-10, 10 wiggling. Barber on the 6 for a 10 box. He'll miss the 6 for a 9.
Exhibit number however many of why caps are such a problem here. Obviously want to go right at the pins there, but the trouble with the cap is it just deflects the ball right away and the shot gets ruined just like that.
Yep, the dreaded pin caps. They help, they hurt. They usually hurt more than they help.
Head pins in this match are 91-89 by my count. Steve may have it slightly different as well. And pinning is 19 in favor of Academy 2 overall in this match. Marks overall are 55-44 for Academy 2.
Wow. Tim Jalbert with a split. Boisvert with a split. Oh, wow.
It's
what? What? No way. No way.
I have no idea how much of that's going to catch, but I hit the button.
He threw the ball like 60 seconds ago.
Well,
the pins are still falling.
there is no time limit. I mean, we'd all like to be home in
No.
time for bed, but there's no time limit on how long you have to wait for the pins to
He threw a
drop
ball.
or even before the
He
final ball.
He threw a ball, waited. Tim Jalbert threw a ball, and then the pins were continuing to fall.
Boisvert lapped him or something.
Well,
Or
a
he
six
got
drop,
lapped.
becomes a 9 drop, and then becomes a
Spread
spare
eagle.
for Chris Boisvert. Tim Jalbert trying to convert the left side of the spread eagle to make 3 take 3, but can't quite do it. And instead, he's going to try to take the right side of the bird, leaving 1 on the deck for
I don't know.
9
I don't know how
box.
much of this replay. This is the rest of the first ball here
Yep.
for Boisvert. Just look how it clatters.
Yeah.
Just ever so slowly.
And you know why? It's because I know specifically lane 4, the decks are like kind of on the left and right side are kind of bent inward. So that's probably.
Interesting.
If, I want to go down there with a level someday.
But
I
it's
really
on 3
do.
and 4, right?
Just 3 and 4, yeah. I think if you go to 5 and 6, the issue's corrected. It's 3 and 4.
We're shredding the half pipe.
Ooh. Yeah, it's like a half pipe. There you go. That's a split for Boisvert.
Well, not if you go straight down the middle, unfortunately.
And an 8 fill for Jalbert.
Do you speculate lanes 3 and 4 might be the equivalent of Disneyland and Metro Bowl, if you're familiar?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah, Metro Bowl, the bent lane.
where the record, that's almost the spread eagle make. Goodness.
3 almost took 3. Hey, you know what? We might want to wait another 20 seconds and see if it goes. That pin is still rolling.
But those lanes at Metro Bowl where the high single 245, Chris Sargent tied with Ralph Sam, as well as Mark Ritchie's high triple as well.
That'll be a 10 for Boisvert, 98 and 7. Jalbert with a 10 of his own.
He missed the second, made the third.
Chris Boisvert is 20 for 28 on the head pin with 9 splits. Tim Jalbert 21 for 28 on the head pin with 9 splits. So Tim Jalbert just slightly has the edge of 1 additional head pin shot over Boisvert.
2 box to go. Academy Lanes Pub 125, week 19 of 35. The Friday Night Pro League game of the week on Candlepin Bowling Network.
And 60 pins up for Academy 2. Remember, 2 points per string, 2 for total. Exeter needs a lot, as they've just been getting the split bug here. Well, actually, splits have been even in the string, 17 to 16. Although Exeter's hit a few more head pins, really the opportunities have been there for both sides. And in this string, 10 extra spares for Academy 2, making a huge difference.
A generous lead, the 1 and the 2. He's on a strike on lane 4. Mark Webb with a 6-pack. Might need one after this string. Spare.
Spare on strike.
Big 20, 102 through 8. 112 to ball for 9th. Weber, too far right, 1 in the 5.
Sometimes you just got to drink 4 of 6.
Academy 2 with 6 big points. Weber, nice 10. 95 through 9, 9 blocks to go. Next Friday night again, Hingham at number 1. The 4-seed Hingham at number 1, Central 3. Next Friday night, Pro League game of the week.
Both Mark Weber and Jimbo Ayotte are 16 for 29 on the head pin. Weber has 6 splits, Ayotte has 7.
Over half.
Hey, if you can get over 50%, that's good in my book.
Weber played football and baseball growing up. So look at a big finish here. And Jimbo goes spread eagle. Weber 8, 6 in the wiggling 10.
Remember, everybody got marks in the 10th last string.
Oh, Ayotte almost pulled it off. All but the 3. How about that? 2 times Pro Series Bowl of the Year.
But alas, the first time in ages a bowler hasn't, so to speak, gone 11.
2 times Pro Series Championship winner also. Weber missed right.
Chris Boisvert has a catchphrase, and I can't say it on the air, but we caught it on the air one time, probably a year and some change ago in Exeter.
Ayotte 10, nice string, 126. Weber a 10, a bogus string by your standards, 105. 3 string totals from Greg Gouillart.
Mark Weber 341 and Jimbo Ayotte 356.
Yes, sir.
We'll take another look here at the spread eagle, the shot that almost goes, but the front pin is always the tough one in that situation.
How much time do you have to do that replay, Greg? How fast can you do that?
You have to say clip that please in like a few seconds.
You have to press the button like immediately.
Barnes, the train,
Ooh.
the Haver line late again on the 4.
Is it? Is it?
Maybe.
The Haver line's never on time. That's why it didn't fall.
9 fill updated on Barnes' score, 98 through 8.
It's a game of maybe.
Missed right.
Ooh,
Hunt, what a
Take
shot.
Take
He
it.
gets a wobbling 9. That won't fall.
You were hit. Oh,
Austin's high single 203, high triple 460, high 5 714. There's a Pro Series doubles tie with Nick Leach. and last year's Easter Classic champion, including that 203. He gets a 9.
Here's how close that half Worcester comes. Towards the gap of that one for Hunt. And just that 9-pin gets tickled but does not drop.
No laughing matter. Barnes 9, 107 through 9.
Kai Hunt with a staggering 21 for 29 on the head pin tonight.
A lot of splits, but not this time.
Oh,
a
six
rearrange
pin.
6.
It moved.
Kai's Kingdom. It's a 141, the 134, Greg, the first two, is that right?
141, 134.
Barnes won't go. Hunt's neither.
So no 400 for Hunt, but a fantastic score. Yet again, two great main bowlers proving to be great substitute for Exeter, even though this will not go their way tonight.
10
Barnes
for both.
117 for Austin Barnes. Kai Hunt disappointing 96. Final string, but a good performance in relief tonight.
By the way, Barnes made a ridiculous shot there. That pin went off the wall at 4 into 3 there.
Kai now living in Augusta, Maine.
You know, and 371, I wouldn't say is disappointing in any respect to the manner. It's also 5. He went perfect in the second half, 5 tens in a row, Kai Hunt.
Yep, so 371 and 346 Austin Barnes.
Dave
Sorry,
Godwin, the reason why they're 6 blocks away from going 6 and 2. 3-6-10 chance. 95 through 8 coming in. Jeff Surette 75 through 8. Great pinning as usual. Nice ball, 7 to 9. Wood rolling around. 4 pieces to contend with. Godwin just missed by a smidge, as Greg likes to say. Royalty fee in the mail.
Alas. Alas, the leave didn't go. Thank you for the money.
Surette, spare. 85 in the ball in the ninth. Winding down here in Haverhill.
Surette's head pin accuracy has been so good, only 1 head pin miss, so that's going to be a tough result for him, all things considered.
Surette went 23 for 29 tonight so far.
Yeah.
Godwin 9, 104 through now. We'll talk to Dave Godwin for the interview after we get all the official scores up. Greg.
Surette, another Channel 50 alumnus like Boisvert is. Dave Godwin, of course, appeared on the Comcast show, and you can see why their talent still persists to this day. I do have a microphone ready to do a post-game interview. We may have to untangle some wire spaghetti.
You can do the headset back here, too, if you want.
We could, yeah.
Surette, 7 in the fill.
I think he'll be happier when he turns around.
92 through 9. Godwin, Forsman left. Forsman is the 1, 2, 4, 7 in this situation.
Surette 24 for 30 on the head pin with 11 splits tonight.
To be a fly on that wall.
Okay, just missed again by a close amount.
Godwin 20 for 30 on the head pin with 7 splits tonight.
Surette 14 Pro Series titles, 7 WCBC Pro Tour titles, 2 World Championships, 5 Easter Classic titles in his great career. Godwin at 10, 114 final string. How about 415 for Mr. 235? Dave Godwin, what a performance.
Simply sensational.
Surette up the wall, won't go for a 9. 101 final string. 3 string total, Greg.
Jeff Surette, 342.
What did I miss?
Dave Godwin's 415. Started off with a 168, then a 133. He just needed a few more marks, and he got 3 in that last one.
4 blocks to go. Joe Smith with 9. 97 through 8 coming in. Dave Barber, 83 through 8. Off to the left. Going 2 and 1. 1, 3, 4 left.
Wild sidewall action to generate that.
Academy 2 will take 6 tough points. It was close most of the night. Pulled away here in the third. Smith a spare. Barber, that won't go. Smith 107 the ball in the ninth. A sport for any age, Candlepin bowling, it's unbelievable. Please get the word out. The holidays are over. Never too late to get a Candlepin gift card. One here at Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass, or your local bowling center. Please support your centers and get your friends and family involved in this great game. Barber 9, 92 through 9. Greg.
The debate between center and alley is one I'm more interested about. I mean, alley is the classic word, of course, but I get how center, that represents more of a shift to bowling centers to offer more entertainment options, which is how those centers have been able to survive for this day and age. So that I get more of an argument for.
Smith, 5 in the fill, won't go.
But you don't have to like it.
I'll tell you, though, you can go to candlepin.org to find whichever bowling location you would like to visit.
House, there's a good term.
House. I like to say house.
Center.
Feels very homely.
House is a fun one, though.
It's very
I like
homely.
Joe Smith 121, three-string total 338. Hey, that's pretty solid all told.
Barber at 9, 101 final string. Smith a 9, 121, 2 bucks to go.
I
Just
guess
playing up the string literally.
I guess I jinxed Dave Barber. 335 this week. He had that streak of 360 pluses. That stops here, but it could also just be a blip.
Barber 18 for 30 on the head pin with 11 splits. Joe Smith 20 for 30 on the head pin with 15 splits.
I show each team with the same number of head pins, 97. We can cross-reference that, but
Baby split. 2 and a 10 for Jammin Jalbert, Tim Jalbert.
Head pin shots and splits all around there.
For a spare, knocks it down.
There it goes.
119 the ball. Chris Boisvert 5 and a 7.
of the 100 boxes, 38 were splits.
Boisvert, good effort.
Too full. Pick a stick.
Only just, yes, Steve. If he went on the right side of that 5-pin, Boisvert might have had some more play on that.
I mean, the way this house plays also, he probably could have played the left and got a right side kick on the right sidewall.
It's all academic mostly, but statistics do matter at year's end. High road averages win some money, and that includes road averages, most road matches, obviously, but also a few select home matches. The first home match of the second and third cycles in this 35-week season. There you go.
Boisvert 10, 113 through 9. Final box. Thanks for watching all evening long. A great match again, and a big one next Friday night. 4 versus 1. Hingham at Central 3, number 1 seed. 7:30 live on YouTube, January 24th to, I dare say, 2025 on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hit subscribe. It's free.
We had to end off with a check mark.
Boisvert 22 for 30 on the head pin with 10 splits. Tim Jalbert 23 for 30 on the head pin with 11 splits.
Thanks, Steve Kelly and Greg Gouillart. Great job as always tonight. 2 class acts.
Ooh,
Nothing there for Jalbert.
that's a rough miss.
6 in the fill, 125 through 9. Boisvert
Take
can't
it.
reach the king. Not that it mattered so much.
No marks in the 10th.
Only attempt to help his road average.
I love the faces Chris makes.
Skinny mini on that.
Jalbert joints 1 for a 7. 132 final string. Boisvert right on for a 10. A Jackson 5. 1, 2, 3 final string. That does it. We'll talk to Dave Godwin, who hit the 415 tonight. Let's get the update from Greg and all the scores.
Yep. Scores are officially confirmed here. Boisvert only had one imperfect box there, only a 7 box, by the way, including a double strike to get to that 123. There you see it, 610 to 526. Here's the microphone, Paul. Good luck and Godspeed.
Let me see if I can
Feel
do
free
something
to
about
untangle.
that.
Feel free to untangle that if you want.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Sorry, I'm yelling. It's good.
We do that as well. Whatever.
It's untangled.
See if we can flag down Dave Godwin
It's untangled.
for an interview as we show you the totals.
Yeah.
And dizzyingly spin this camera around faster than that, please.
Hey, Dave, how you doing? Boy, great bowling tonight. That was old Dave Godwin tonight. The first 2, 301 the first 2.
I got to tell you, Paul, I was pretty hooked on that feeling tonight.
Sounds like a song. You want to sing it?
No, it could be a song.
It is a song.
Is it a song? Who
Yes.
sings it?
There was one back in the 70s, and there was one a remake a few years ago.
I
didn't care for the song personally.
all right.
But what a performance tonight. That's like the old Dave vintage Godwin there.
It felt really good tonight. It was, it was a big match for us coming into tonight. We're down some points against them, and it felt really good. It felt really good. I've been feeling good coming into tonight, and I'm pretty speechless right now. I'm telling you.
And that's a true feeling, Dave. You are feeling good. I know injuries have been plaguing you really for quite some time now. Feeling better, hopefully?
Right now, I've been feeling a lot better. My shoulder's feeling a lot better. I've made some adjustments now, and I've been feeling pretty shoulder pain-free right now, and it's definitely come a long way for sure. These guys have had my back for the last couple of years, and it's a breath of fresh air with these guys.
A proud bunch that you leave, yeah?
That
you lead.
They could have never wanted to bowl with me anymore, and the way these last 8 or 9 weeks have been, and it's been pretty awesome.
And if you get going like you are tonight, not going to do it every week, but boy, your team is dangerous.
I mean, it's a really good feeling to have, and
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's really, really, really good. It's right. I'm speechless right now. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You have a chance to win your
415. I haven't had a 415 in many years on a Friday Night Pro League. Actually, I think the last time I had a 400 was at Central Park against that team.
Dave, wake up. The dream.
421. My eyes are closed. I don't know what to do right now. I'm hooked on this feeling. I don't know what to feel right now.
Wake up, Dave. The dream is over. Wake up.
I'm hooked on this feeling. I don't know what to feel right now. I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. You did it. And it's not a dream.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel right now. I don't know what to feel right now.
You got a 3-letter word for going 6-2 over the number 2 seed Exeter.
Meow.
That's 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I got.
All right. Got to work on you. Mr. 235, Dave Godwin, congratulations. Greg Gouillart to wrap it up with Steve Kelly.
Yeah, he's not really the most talkative sort. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this presentation of Candlepin Bowling Network. Skelly, give him a shot here. Hi. That's
Steve Kelly, number 1 seed, Atlantic Candlepin singles.
Steve, that's Paul. And my name's Greg Gouillart. Thank you very much on behalf of Paul Grant and Steve Kelly. Thank you very much for watching this Candlepin Bowling Network presentation of the Friday Night Pro League. And until next time, with instant replay, I'm guessing, so long.